Elementalist. We still have this Octopode, and we have Stormform. Chances are good that we're just gonna end this character tonight. Um, okay. I do have 2 pips of fire resistance, so I don't particularly care too much. There we go. This seems like it could be the Enchantress band. There's so many high-level Spriggans here, but maybe it's just like a normal Spriggan band. Anyway, they don't really hold much of a candle against my 22 unarmed combat Octopode. 46 evasion. Like, Stormform really gets pretty ridiculous. Where did I get that 41 intelligence from, by the way? I don't. How did I get 41 intelligence? My last level up is gonna go to dexterity. I'm pretty sure it's gonna make my evasion numbers go up quite a lot. Okay. So I have been thinking about Ashensari and how it messes me up to have the Ashensari scrying on the screen, because in Rift Wizard you just see the entirety of the screen, and more often than not you have to think about what the things that you're seeing can do to you. So it can get pretty annoying, the Ashensari scrying after you play Rift Wizard. Um, so yeah, but I don't have too many issues with that, to be completely honest. Okay, I don't have resistance to corrosion. Ooh, don't? Okay. We're fine with that. There we go, not a big deal. This seems suspicious. This seems like too many high-level monsters that I am absolutely devastating, by the way. But it is because I just haven't gotten hit. 46 evasion will kind of do that. But when I do get hit, it's gonna hurt. Remember yesterday when I was having issues in Swamp? Like, that was not good. Oh, Crystal Tome, my good old enemy. Hello, Brain. Good to see you around as well. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, Crystal Tome. What are the chances of these hitting me, by the way? Oh, Petrify. Yeah, I don't care about Petrify. I care about Crystal Spear. I wish it told you how likely it is to hit you. Something tells me that it's extremely unlikely for it to hit me. I probably shouldn't use Manifold Assault when I'm seeing like a 40 million living spells, because they just get hit by the Manifold. I should probably use Tin of Tremor Stones now that I think about it. Yeah, because it just destroys all the living spells and removes the possibility of me getting Crystal Speared by accident. Okay, I see an eyeball on the screen right now. I very much should try to not get hit by that. Okay. It didn't get hit by Tin of Tremor Stones. Very interesting. Yeah, it is fully charged and at full HP, so it has a chance to paralyze me now. That's my bad. I wonder if I can fear it. I wonder if I can kill it, actually. That would be better than fearing it. Did it just charge this turn? Oh, it did just charge this turn. It is like super slow. So I know. Oh, it's not super slow. Well, regardless, I can walk away from it because it's at the edge of the screen. So by walking away, it literally can't see me, and it didn't walk towards me. So I think we're okay. Yeah, so many ridiculous monsters here. I wonder why. What is the point of this bolt if it's just like spamming big level monsters? Well, things are getting worse and worse the more this Earth Mage remains on the screen. Okay, we got rid of the... Oh, never mind, we didn't. Are you still fully charged? You are. Okay, I don't want to be within line of sight of that, because I literally die. Oh, talking about literally dying. Huh. The Walking Crystal Tome erupts in a flurry of living spells, and it summoned 3. I thought that it could only summon 2. Huh. Interesting. I probably should bug report that. Regardless, they have a 3% chance to dodge me. So I think I am in a pretty good position if I just melee this Crystal Tome. Best case scenario, and what's most likely to happen, I just kill it and the living spells disappear. Worst case scenario, I kill the 2 living spells. Or I guess absolutely worst case scenario is somehow I fail to hit all 3 of these, which would be super weird because all 3 of them have a 3% chance to dodge my Storm Fists, which should be a Storm Tentacles, by the way. I don't know why that hasn't been fixed yet. But yeah, of course it got fixed. Or of course it got, they didn't dodge and I was able to kill them. Hello, Cali Commuter and Railbird. Good to see you around. We're gonna use Ice Blast here. Okay. Yeah, I wonder where the floating eye went. It's still not in my line of sight, and that's like the one thing that I'm actually worried about. The rest of these monsters are not too much of an issue for this character. It's just ridiculously powerful already. The character's life completely changed once I got Stormform, because I already had the skill to use Manifold Assault. I just needed a good reason to actually use Manifold Assault. Here we are. Oh, I probably should recast this with my remaining mana. Yeah, because it was wearing off. Okay. Floating Eye paralyzes me for 3 turns. So yeah, it would have been really bad if that had happened in the line of sight of so many high-level, extremely dangerous enemies. But fortunately, it did not happen. But I also took care to make it so that it didn't happen. Do I still have Sandblast? I do. Okay, no wonder I was still carrying 1400 stones. I don't think I'm gonna be casting that too much. It is not as terrible as you think it is. There's some monsters here that don't have that much armor class. Like, I think Stone Giants fit that category quite well, of monster that doesn't have that much armor class. Let me blink bolt because Star Polemic wanted to know about the blink bolting. You see nothing there to target? Oh, you need to target a monster. I thought that you could target behind a monster, but no, it's not really the case. Got your first run out of Swamp today. Not bad. Have you ever won before, Calico Meter? Or is that maybe your first win? I underestimate how many new players watch me, because I know there's a fair amount of experienced players that watch me, but also there is for sure a pretty decent number of new players that I would like to think that maybe were exposed to Crawl because of me. That would be very very nice. Nope, never won. Okay, maybe this time it will be your time to shine. Yes, I don't think I care about that curse. I'm gonna wait until I get like the perfect curses for that tower shield, and I also want a hat. Yeah, it would be nice if I was to get a hat at some point soon. I don't think it matters too much because I think Stormform melts everything, but I still have yet to find a hat in my Octopode playthrough. I guess we have been swimming in rings, but never a hat. Like, never a hat. Oh, well, I guess there was one hat that I decided against getting because I got this instead. And like, how do you say no to a ring of 6 intelligence and 10 dexterity as an octopode? Like, I don't think I would be able to sleep if I said no to that kind of high quality ring as an octopode. The intelligence was amazing. The dexterity is also really amazing. It's 10 dexterity. It's really a lot. Ooh, slimy rune of salt. I have that already. So it's like literally a free treasure trove. Let me drop some things to be able to go into that trove. And yeah, let's see what we got here. Fingers crossed for some juicy rings. That is what I would classify as a juicy ring. I think I have a ring of willpower, like just plain ring willpower. Yeah, melee and alchemy. We can definitely destroy that ring and replace it with this one that I just picked up. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Do I care about that? I don't have one because I destroyed it to put on a ring of. Maybe I do care about this. It's kind of like an amulet of regen. in a certain way because it does give me more HP. It's not like I'm using all of my mana in fight because I'm using Stormform, and I'm pretty much just dabbing with Stormform. So yeah, that's a pretty good, amazing treasure trove because we got like 3 or 4 items that we really wanted to get, or that are useful to my character. Is probably the more precise way to describe that. What does Alchemy Ego do? Alchemy? Oh yeah, it's like alchemy. It enhances my poison magic and my transmutations. Those things are curses that Ashensari apply. So like all those random properties on these pseudo randarts are Ashensari curses. When you go Ashensari, it gives you the ability to curse an item, and Ashensari offers you a curse, and then you can apply that curse to an item, and just kind of roll with that. Hello, Prince Cosmo. Good to see you around. Thank you for stopping by. So, this character needs to carry these, but I don't think I have enough room for those. So I'm just gonna go ahead and shatter the chains, get rid of my ring of willpower and only willpower. It's this one, right? Yeah, it's this one. I'm okay with that. We're gonna replace it for something better. So now we have willpower and 6 dexterity. Look at that 45 evasion. 45 evasion in Octopode form. When I go into Storm form, it's gonna get so absurd. I wonder if I'm gonna have over 50 in Storm form. Probably. I also have that amulet, but I don't know if I want to get rid of my amulet of regen just yet. Yeah, I'm only really even considering because I only have 1 pip of fire resistance, and maybe I would like to have, or rather 2 pips. Maybe I would like to have 3 for orbs of fire. Okay, get over here, Lich. Interesting. I missed the Lich. That kind of thing, I missed the Lich twice. That kind of thing doesn't happen. And yeah, I do have more than 50 evasion in Storm form. If it's like this with only 30 dexterity, I wonder what it's gonna be like when I have more than that. If I ever get more than that, let's be completely fair, I might not get enough time in the rest of this game. But you wanna know something? I kind of feel like doing extended with this character because it's just that powerful, right? I like doing extended on characters that are ridiculously powerful, and any character with Manifold Assault and like a high enough power form, so dragon form or storm form, is a character that can definitely do extended because you don't really need anything else when you have those two. Offense wise, you don't need anything else because that's literally it. That will kill everything the game has to offer. We just tap down bodies like absolutely trivially, pretty much. We didn't really even come close to being in danger in that fight. We're still at full HP. Yeah, the fact that we are at full HP is what leads me to maybe want to use that amulet of Guardian Spirit that we just found. But I don't know. If I'm gonna go extended, maybe I shouldn't destroy it because it's really the only one that I have gotten this game. What is Manifold Assault? It is the spell that I am quivering, which, where is it? Okay, here it is. Warps a space into paradoxical configurations in order to strike many visible targets with 1 melee attack. The effect is too imprecise to allow stabbing unsuspecting foes. At high power, it can be used to strike more enemies at once. So you attack with a melee attack by casting Manifold Assault, and it hits like 3 or 4 monsters on the screen. It scales with how much spell power you have, and I have high spell power on it because I have 41 intelligence, right? So I'm hitting between 3 and 4 monsters on the screen with a melee attack. And you may be thinking, well, it's only a melee attack, but it's a melee attack that deals an absurd amount of damage because that's what Stormform does. So we're cleave striking with electro tentacles. It's even funny. It's even funnier than that because it hits monsters that are not within melee range. Like I can Huh. There were some demons. Am I just not gonna do that? I guess it's reasonable for me to not to do that. Um, so let's go to SOT. Let's go to SOT so I can showcase it. So we're gonna go in, and here you see that there's monsters, and they're definitely nowhere near melee range, right? If I press the Manifold Assault button, I hit them as if they were in melee range, and I hit 3 monsters in a single action, and it didn't even take me that long because Manifold Assault is a very strange special spell that doesn't take one turn to cast. It takes one melee attack to cast. So it can take longer than one turn, but more often than not, it will take shorter than one turn. And it hurt 3 monsters. It's as if I had gone and meleeed this thing and meleeed this thing and also meleeed this thing and then gone back to my spot. That's pretty much what just happened. It is an amazing spell. It's really good. Also, I haven't mentioned it, but Stormform gives me cleaving attack. Yes, your electrical attacks strike out in all directions at once. So it's like I'm wielding an axe. And incredibly evasive, flying, immune to poison. Mm. You're incapable of wielding weapons or throwing items. It's fine. Who needs to do those things regardless? Why was it only 0.6? Because I have 24 unarmed combat. At that point in unarmed combat, I already swing like very fast, like ridiculously fast. I can swing even faster. At 27, I swing at 0.5, and I deal crazy amounts of base damage with my unarmed combat. Um, High power Stormform Manifold Assault is like probably one of the greatest things that you can do in this game. That does make you run out of mana really quickly, unfortunately, because Manifold Assault does cost 5 mana. Um, but yeah, unarmed combat starts at 1.0 base delay, and it only gets faster the more you train it. Every 5.4 unarmed combat, you gain like one point of less delay. It doesn't quite work like that. It like sometimes gives you attacks that are slightly slower than you would expect, and sometimes it's attacks that are slightly faster. But after you hit the 5.4 threshold, like you will, for example, let's say that I'm a brand new character and I'm at 0 unarmed combat, right? So I'm swinging with my fists, and I am taking one whole turn to swing my fists. But then I get 5.4 unarmed combat, and now instead of swinging at 1.0, I will swing at 0.9, and I will never go back up to 1.0 base delay unless I'm doing something funny like wearing a shield with not enough skill, that kind of thing. You like the Electropode sprite? I haven't noticed, but yeah, and now that I'm looking at it, it does look kind of neat. I am indeed a fan of those sprites for Stormform. I do not like that it says Storm Fists. It really should say Storm Tentacles. Hmm. Okay, something funny that you can do when you're in Stormform is use Blink Bolt. Blink Bolt is like controlled blink but extremely offensive. As you can see, I was all the way over there and now I am next to the Cursto to prevent it from doing funny torment things. Oh, okay, it still did funny torment things regardless, but I think we should be okay with that. None of these guys except for the Golden Dragon are Berserk, and I can definitely kill it next turn because it cannot dodge, and like 25 armor class is kind of a joke compared to what I'm doing. Aha, there we go. Stormfist sounds like a fantasy martial art style. It really does. Okay. Looking pretty good. Did I accidentally kill the Berserk Golden Dragon? Oh wow, I didn't even notice, but I did kill the Berserk Golden Dragon. Oh, this bolt looks pretty awful. I'm glad that I am in Storm form, and these guys don't really deal that much damage because my normal Octopode form doesn't have resistance to electricity, so I would probably explode. The +4 kite shield of the trombone. You know, that doesn't sound so bad. I think I might pick it up and use it. Oh, I am using a tower shield, but it constantly gets melted, and it's also one of the very few items that I haven't cursed. Um, so yeah, 43 intelligence now. Hey, is this a different Octopode? No, it's the same Octopode that I started on Friday, I think. So yeah, I don't play Crawl off stream, and I didn't get to finish it yesterday because, well, there was just not enough time. But I'm thinking of maybe doing extended with this character because it really is like quite powerful. It's absolutely insane. Um, Interesting that it didn't auto pick up the Kirer. So Stormform. Not much to say about Stormform. You cast it and then you press the Manifold Assault button and things die and you barely take any damage. It really is like a wonderful thing. And it is also very neat because it gives you just enough armor class so that you don't explode in a single attack, right? I have 19 armor class, so I can take one attack and I would be like, okay, that's fine. It is still kind of bad for you to get hit with 52 evasion, but it is not as bad as getting hit as an Octopode. We have already been victims of variants with this character. I remember the first time was in Bolts when I got hit by 72 from a War Gargoyle. Like I just opened the door and bam, 72 damage. And then I was in Swamp, and do you remember how I went to 2 HP on like across like 5 turns? That was funny. Um, all right, Blink Bolt, Manifold Assault. There we go. Oh man, it's so good. It really is like equivalent to a level 9 spell, except that it's a level 9 spell that you can still kill things in melee with without using any mana. It's so good. Good enough for Pan? Yes, it really is like amazing. If you have never played a character with Manifold Assault, do consider giving it a try because it's pretty crazy. Um, I wonder what's my unarmed combat at. 26. So we're almost at minimum delay, aka maximum training with unarmed combat. And it seems that Octopode doesn't get any special titles with unarmed combat. That is unfortunate, but I'm okay with that. And yeah, take a look at that. I'm only at 10 mana and I'm still able to function as a character, just like murdering everything. So Ashensari will give me a ton of extra experience because that's kind of how Ashensari works. Your curses make it so that it costs you, or it's like super weird to describe, but your curses, it's like they give you more aptitude for your skills. And as a result, I get crazy high aptitudes on everything. Mm, and a million experience to spare. So after getting my 27 unarmed combat, I might get 27 fighting, 27 dodging, or probably I should get something like Polar Vortex because I already have Polar Vortex. I could get rather easily. Um, the new tiles for the dragon scales look cool. There's new tiles for dragon scales. That's pretty funny. Yeah, like Nua Shensari is also insane. Like Stormform is insane, Nua Shensari is insane. My rings are insane. I guess this is just like an insane character. I cannot believe that I almost died accidentally with this character earlier, not on the stream, but earlier on this character's life cycle. Fortunately, it didn't really happen. You know what? I can just blink into the yellow Draconian Annihilator, but unfortunately, it blinks away. I like the Blink Bolt ability so much because it places you next to a monster that may be on the back row and may be like really difficult to kill. Um, I'm still wielding this Whip of Venom. Maybe I should destroy it. Yeah, because I think for all fights I am just in Storm form, whacking monsters with my Storm Fists, Storm Tentacles. But yeah, I think it doesn't really matter. Like to be completely honest, yeah, it's just kind of annoying to not be able to tap unless I am in storm form. Okay, I got a Curse of Beguiling in melee combat. I kind of want that. Gonna take it. Gonna curse that ring. It's like a pretty good ring to curse. Sure. Yes. So I don't lose the enhancement when I melt the thing. Because something funny that happens when you are with Ashensari and you're like a transmuter is that whenever you melt something, you lose the buffs. Okay, this guy has Polar Vortex. Something makes me think that this guy will not try to cast Polar Vortex, because it is surrounded by allies. But regardless, that's like a suicide. That Volt is absolutely a suicide. I'm gonna go in, gonna get slowed by these, gonna get hit by Berserk Dragons, and this guy will be casting LRD or Polar Vortex maybe. 19 armor class is not bad, but you feel like it's not enough for extended. I don't think armor class matters too much because the really messed up things in extended don't really care too much about your armor class. Smiting doesn't care about your armor class, Torment doesn't care, Damnation doesn't care, and you could even say that things like Firestorm, Glaciate, Polar Vortex, they do care, but they care significantly less than your average things that happen here. Um, Evasion also doesn't do a lot against those, to be completely honest. Um, but yeah. Oh, I should probably turn that off. It's already at 27, but because my skill without Ashensari is not 27, it's still letting me train it. But I do want to get another high level spell. So for now, I'm gonna turn on spellcasting. Let's see what we have here. We have Polar Vortex, Dragon Skull, and Firestorm for level spells, for level 9s. Do I have Refrigeration? Because I would be interested in using that. Ooh, finally Zombie Hands. I think I got it, but by the time I got it, I was already too I was already having too much fun with Stormform Manifold Assault to particularly care about the fact that I got Zombie Hands. It's still kind of decent. Don't misunderstand me. Zombie Hands, Iron Shot is good, but it's not nearly as good as Manifold Assault Stormform levels of good. Yeah, Torment will be definitely scary for a character with a low HP because we have to keep in mind that Octopode has less HP than a human, 10% less HP than a human, pretty much Gene levels of HP, but unlike a Gene, they don't have infinite mana. Jin also doesn't have infinite mana, by the way, in case you were wondering. It's just that Jin casts spells from their HP. It's like a super weird thing, unique to Jin, but I greatly enjoy it. Yeah, I like Jin a lot. Do I have Mummy form? Because maybe I could use that. After all, I already have a high level a high level transmutation a spell. Maybe I could use Mummy form. I have Dragon form for Cerebov. Okay, I have a Necronomicon on the floor in Depths 2 that for some reason I didn't pick up. Okay, we can definitely pick up that item and we can go for Mummy form for levels that are Torment intensive. Um, Yeah. Perks of being with Ashensari is that I can just turn on Necromancy and train it to like maybe 14 or 15, maybe 16 because it's a level 8. I do have 41 intelligence, but maybe 16. With my final level up, I'm gonna get Dexterity. Oh man, Octopode is amazing. They get so much stats because of the rings. If you don't care about wearing rings of armor class or evasion, they get so much stats. And this character already deals such a crazy high amount of damage that I think rings of stats just deal more or do more for my character than Ring of Slaying would. And that is like not to be said lightly. We have to keep in mind because rings of Slaying are kind of amazing. Mm, so we have a door bolt, and we can see that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 extremely dangerous monsters there. Like if I open that, I will see 10 extremely dangerous monsters, and the rest of them are not extremely dangerous, but they're still dangerous regardless. And while this character is extremely powerful, I don't wanna like necessarily unnecessarily risk that kind of thing. I don't feel the need or the desire to do so. Also, I don't have any. Well, I have 2 scrolls of blinking, but that's like only 2 scrolls of blinking. I have to say that this game has been extremely stingy with blinking. Okay, it's been a while since I have a character that's like so powerful that it can just run around in this place and destroy everyone around here. Um, Save that vault for last. Yeah, if I will do it, I will probably do it by the end of this character. I could also do it right now that the level is empty, but it is still like a ridiculously dangerous thing to do. Let me go get that. Mm, yeah, let me go get that Necronomicon. It is behind lava, but I can just cast a storm form for flying. It's very funny because the flight spell was removed, but fortunately, not necromutation. Storm form gives you flying, so you can kind of use it as a fly spell if you really feel the need to do so. And that also leads me to want to drop all these potions of flying that I'm pretty sure I'm carrying. Yeah, we're not gonna be using those with this character. Mm, I think I should not be using this amulet of guardian spirits. I think I'm okay with my amulet of regen. Um, Okay, so now that I have that, I have Borg's Revivification. I have Mummy Form. Let's see, Mummy Form. It says that it has a 14% chance to fail. That's pretty good. Let's learn that. And also, let's learn Revivification. That story is not quite castable yet. It's, after all, level 9 Necromancy. Yeah, 67% chance to fail. But at least I got Borg's Revivification. Ideally, I wouldn't have to cast it at all. Mm, yeah, it's in capital O for no casting, pretty much. In case you don't know what it does, it's like extremely high power. A very high power spell that instantly heals you any and all wounds suffered by the caster, but also permanently damages their health. The degree dependent on and inversely related to power. So the more power, the least it drains your maximum HP, but it fully heals you to full HP. No matter how low you are, you will be back at full HP. But of course, it's not something that you can spam, and it's so high level that most characters will not really get this. But it's a pretty cool design for a spell. I wish there were more spells like that were like extremely high power ability for the player, but comes with like permanent consequences for that character. I like that design a lot. Cactus Giant, haha, it's pretty good. The Cactus Giant, it's a new spell, new in this version. When you encounter a boat like that, you usually clear the level above and below before opening it. Makes sense. That's probably like the correct thing to do if you want to do that. Oh, I forgot to shield this on the roguelikes Discord, but who cares? I'm not gonna do it. Let's see what we can do. Let's go back to SOT. And yeah, chances are good that I'm gonna do extended, or I'm gonna try. At the very least, Pandemonium is like easy, right? Like we shouldn't really have any issues doing Pandemonium with this character. What I do worry about is Hells, because I have experience with Hot Hells, but the experience leads me to believe that it's ridiculously dangerous and ridiculously difficult. And I don't know what kind of character you need to be able to play around in Hot Hells. Ooh, an Orb of Fire. Okay, let's wake it up with Manifold Assault. Okay. That was 4 casts of Manifold Assault. Um, since, since the moment I saw the Orb of Fire, it was 4 casts of Manifold Assault until it died. Um, I tell you, Manifold Assault plus form. It can be Dragon form, it can be Storm form. I guess it can be statue form, but I don't like it too much with statue form. But anyway, Manifold Assault plus form is absurd. There we go. Easy peasy. Like, normally I hate that bolt because it's so difficult to deal with all those Draconians. But with the powers of Manifold Assault, we don't have anything to worry about. Hold on. I don't want to attack with that. Another amulet of regen. I could maybe destroy the one that I'm wearing and still have the option available. If I decide that the other one is not so good. So we're gonna get dexterity. Look at that! I got 2 dexterity and I also got 2 evasion. That's pretty insane. You know what's even crazier than that? My dexterity, my base dexterity right now is 16, and I have 32 dexterity. So I'm wearing 16 dexterities worth of items. Octopodes are insane. They really do get pretty powerful. But I wouldn't play something funny like an Octopode Berserker, to be completely honest. I think the Octopode's calling in life is to be a very powerful spellcaster, and being a melee character just doesn't truly take advantage of what Octopode does, and in fact, it would be something like a significant challenge for an Octopode to go around the dungeon without casting any spells, because no spells means no forms, and no forms means that you're pretty much running around with one armor class for the entirety of the game, and that is definitely not nice. You like that Manifold Assault kills the Draconians in the cages? It's pretty crazy. Also, I guess we have to keep in mind that cages are kind of a funny thing. They don't work like walls. They're not like crystal walls. They You can definitely attack monsters behind them, and the monsters behind them can also attack you. Um, Okay, let's also get 16 transmutations, because for some reason I only have 9.6, and I definitely want more than that. Not only for Stormform power, but also for Necromutation power. If you put on an Amulet of Acrobat, can you even be hit? Probably only with AoE spells and Torment. I think I already am, like, very unlikely to be hit. Somehow, this thing has a 20% chance to hit me with my 54 evasion, but who knows? Who knows? Um, for practical purposes, I think I'm already like very hard to hit. And also we have to keep in mind that this character hits ridiculously hard. So it's not like I need 20 turns to be able to get rid of the monsters that I'm fighting against. I only need like 3 or 4 turns to kill almost anything. With some special exceptions, of course, like the Pandemonium Lords that I'm gonna be fighting when I go into Pandemonium. Okay, yeah, we don't really even have to retreat. I can just sit there and okay, there we go. I was hoping that it was not gonna place me inside. If it placed me inside, that would have been messed up. Um, okay, so I'm gonna dig a hole here. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna dig another hole. And now I got the worst mutation in the game. We're gonna have to fix that before I go into extended. I can just sit here and kill everything. Since I got hit by an alarm trap, we kinda are pulling the entirety of the bolt out. I would have liked that to be in a much more controlled fashion. But at least I am powerful enough to be able to handle it. And worst case scenario, I can just like walk twice and be within line of sight of the stairs, so I'm okay. Wait a turn. Ooh, that's pretty bad. I wonder if I should try to leave now. Maybe refresh Manifold Assault. I wish you could see how likely it is for this to hit you. I think it's extremely unlikely, by the way, because I have 54 evasion. But those guys always hit you, no matter how much evasion you have. Yeah, it's like ridiculous how likely it is for them to hit you. Um, this is getting kind of sketchy, not gonna lie. I am definitely not a fan of the current situation. Yeah, it hit me twice already. You have so many Taos chat spectators. I also have a message. Hold on. Let me take a look at that. Hold on. Interact. Let's click here. Oh, I am Sim. Okay. Up, left, and stairs. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. However, it would be okay. It would be okay. Can you even do something funny to me? You can't really. You're not gonna shoot through this guy. I'm not even poison resistant. That's not good. But yeah, up, left, and stairs. Alrighty. Now, to get rid of this green draconian, we are gonna use corrosive bolt. Didn't kill. Surprising. I really thought that it was gonna kill. Okay. Tree form doesn't give poison resistance, right? I don't know if I want to spend 2 turns walking away from the clouds. I guess I could also blink. Yeah, I'm gonna blink. Normal blink. It does give poison resistance. I could have also done that, but it doesn't unwield my weapon, so I wouldn't really be able to melee this guy. The perils of having a cursed weapon and a form that lets you attack with unarmed. Okay, almost dead. One more. Goodbye. Alright. Yeah, it wasn't even that difficult or dangerous. I see that it's still bugged, that it's like making me wait if I wait with the 5 button. Maybe I should stop using the 5 button. Okay, time for round 2. Okie dokie. Pretty good. I think one of the greatest things about Stormform is the fact that you can blink bolt and therefore be within melee range of whatever you want to kill. Okay, the Dreadlich is being oddly resilient to getting hit by Manifold Assault, so I think I would rather just be here for safety. Why does it say Orb? Because I have the Orb status effect. Oh, it doesn't show here. Interesting. Well, in the realm of Sot, it takes like forever for you to be able to teleport. So if you want to teleport here, it takes like 12 turns or more than that. Yeah, it can take quite a while for you to teleport. So it's not really like a reliable thing. But that's pretty much the only thing that it does. Um, Oh, that killer clown is straight up not walking towards me. Get over here. Oh wow. See, that's the annoying part of being so stealthy. Somehow, I'm not making a ton of noise passively. Like I'm a stealthy storm. I don't understand it, but here we are. I think it should set your stealth to 0 and be like extremely loud. It only makes sense, after all. You are literally a storm. Okay, goodbye, Dreadlich. Stealthy as a storm ever, lol. Yes, it really doesn't make sense. Please don't say things like that. Oh yeah, needed for your standard runs. The part of like it should be extremely loud, and I think it should be extremely loud. I cannot have any issues with it being extremely loud. I think it should also come alongside maybe more damage, maybe even like immunity to electrocution would be sweet. Like straight up, you see how it says unlimited poison resistance, so therefore poison immunity. I think it would also be nice if it got electricity immunity. I think it's only fair for it to have that. After all, it is like a storm, and you're made out of electricity pretty much. Yeah, you're a lightning-filled tempest. Someone explain to me how that can be hurt by electricity. I don't know. Doesn't make much sense to me, but what do I know? For balance reasons, I don't think it should be um, I don't think it should be an issue. It's like a high enough level that it can kind of afford to bend the rules a little, you know? The higher the level goes in a spell, the more it breaks the rules until it's like a level 9 spell. And they allow you to do things that developers don't really want you to do, like be able to attack from outside the screen or break walls, that kind of thing. Can you search for the number of characters killed by Nico, a Chain Lightning Panlord, when in Storm form? I have not. I don't have that ability. I do apologize for that. Um, I wonder if you can do it actually, but I don't know. I don't know how to do it. At least I never learned how to do that kind of extremely complicated query. Mm, yeah, like this character is just melting through Sot. If there is a good indicator of a character like of a character's power level is how hard Sot is. most of my characters can go through SOT, and it's not that terrible for them. But when a character has issues in SOT, then it's like it's not good. On the characters that I find having that I find myself having issues in SOT, on those characters I choose to skip some of the levels. Yeah, it is when the Draconians give me trouble. But with this character, like you saw what we did, there was only one moment in this whole SOT 5 where we were in kind of trouble, and that was when I was here fighting for my life um, against the Draconians with the Quicksilver or the purple Draconian just like shooting me with Quicksilver twice and hitting me twice past my 54 evasion. That was pretty insane. Yeah. So Necromutation 1%. I think Manifold Assault will carry me through the first part of Extended, and then by the time I have to do like Hells, I'll have to make a decision based on what I have with this character, because I do need some level 9 spells in order to do Extended, I feel. Um, you have not seen that Sub 5 layout before? You're doing Extended in 0.28 Trunk? Why are you so surprised? I already did it twice in 0.28 Trunk. What did you do with the real Nami? Yeah, I might do it. I'm only considering doing it because this character is that ridiculous. Like, after I got Stormform, nothing has been dangerous for this character. Nothing, like truly nothing. And I'm still searching for a hat. Maybe I will do Extended until I find a hat. Yeah, can't find anything matching that. What is a hat? The game doesn't know what is a hat. Maybe I could start by killing all those ghosts. Let's just start with the one on D13. Okay, yeah, there we go. It's gonna be really simple, I think. I don't think I have to fear much here. I remember when those guys were dangerous. Oh, this is the exit. The entrance is the other way around. So yeah, D13 Vampire Warrior, like, or Vampire Knight. You should not go into this bolt on D13. Like it's incredibly obvious. But for a character that just destroyed Sod, it's like not an issue. And funnily enough, the Death Knight dealt 50 damage to me with the Pain Mirror. Amazing. Still no. Oh, maybe I should carry these. Now that I think about it, yeah, in Stormform definitely I would benefit from having monsters surround me. Usually clean up the dungeon from ghosts before Extended. I don't normally do it, but I figured why not, because I never do it. Go Spider's Nest 1, because in Spider's Nest there's a ghost. Oh, there it is. It's a really weak ghost, and it also, well, it's not really weak, but it doesn't have anything that I am particularly thrilled to get. Yeah, there we go. Lose the scimitar. And we also had some stones, 23 stones. Sure, whatever. An altar to some. Okay. The server is kind of laggy tonight. I wonder why. So Spider 4. Where's the ghost? Oh, it's right here. I remember this ghost. There we go. Easy peasy. More ghosts. There's gotta be more. Oh, D6 has 4 doors and Nogger as an exclusion. That sounds like fun. Door and Vampire on D10. 3 rune translucent doors. Oh, I know what that is. Oh, SOT 3 has the door bolt. Should I do that? That sounds like a really dumb thing to do. I might do it. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Go SOT 3. Do it. Okay, yeah. I know that there's 10 extremely dangerous monsters there. So just for safety, I'm gonna open it right here, where it's like closest to the downstairs, preemptively cast a Storm Form. Open this. It's already not looking so hot, not gonna lie. A Potion of Haste. Yeah, I always end up hasting when I do this, so might as well. And you reach down and open the door. An orb of fire, 2 killer clowns, a tentacle monstrosity, 2 ancient leeches, a death cove, and a curse toe come into view. Delightful. So yeah, a bunch of leeches, a bunch of killer clowns, bunch of draconians. Pretty much the usual. Do I have Holy Word? I do have 3 of them, so I think I might be fine. Okay, I'm just gonna. Oh, I should have probably used Brilliance as well, so I could spam Manifold Assault. I got Frail. I also just remember that I got the worst mutation in the game while I was fighting in SOT 5. So this is gonna be fun. Yeah. If things get complicated, I'm not gonna be able to read a scroll of blinking to escape. That mushroom placement. Yeah, like where else is it gonna be placed? So, do I have Shatter? I actually have no idea if I have Shatter. Let's just turn this on for a bit. Shatter. I do not have Shatter. So in that case, let's train some Ice Magic. Maybe I have it here. I do not. Okay, but I do have Polar Vortex, so we're gonna be getting that. You blinked and the orbs of fire were gone. Manifold Assault. It really does wonders. Okay. It is complicated to do Manifold Assault when you're fighting summoners, because Manifold Assault is gonna hit the summons. And that was pretty funny. Of all the things that could have hit me, I got hit by a Crystal Spear for 101 damage. Yet again, we are victims of Octopode, or rather just evasion variance as a whole. Like, one moment you feel like the most unbeatable thing in the game, and the next moment you get hit for 101 damage by one of these leeches. On the other hand, I probably shouldn't be fighting 4 leeches at the same time, regardless. I should probably consider myself lucky that I haven't gotten paralyzed. So Blink Bolt over here. Oh no, not that. Blink Bolt. Aha. Just for repositioning. Yeah, unfortunately the ancient leeches are mostly unhurt. I wonder what I should do here. Because if I got hit for 100 damage, it can happen again, and then I can die. Oh, I can definitely read Holy Word. Okay, talking about getting hit again for a ton of damage. There it is, and that has been 2 attacks, by the way. 2 attacks. The Crystal Spear and the Bolt of Acid. And now I am at 27 HP. That's funny. What should I do here? I think the killer clowns are not really too much of a threat, to be completely honest. The thing that I'm worried about are the leeches. Cannot read scrolls. I could heal wounds. Okay. I wonder if I should make a run for the stairs. You know, it's funny that the Orbs of Fire died first, because they were kind of like the least dangerous thing. Maybe another heal wounds? See, here's the thing. I have 55 evasion. It really shouldn't hit me again with Crystal Spear or Acid. Or Bolt of Cold, I guess. Okay, looking pretty good. And now these guys are actually working as like meat shields, because the leech, neither the leech nor the ice fiend will shoot through them. So I have enough time for me to use just like, oh, okay. Well, that is actually pretty terrifying now, because now I cannot drink, and I can't read scrolls. I was not expecting the killer clowns to actually be able to hit me with that. Run away? No, I cannot run away. It would just be giving too many turns for these guys to actually get dangerous. That's surprising. Like, hello? I have 55 evasion. Please do your thing. I don't know. That is truly unfortunate. If I could read scrolls, I would probably read blinking to go downstairs. But that is definitely not an option. Oh, you know what I should have gotten before going in here? I should have gotten I should have gotten silence to prevent these guys from doing their thing. And I can just melee them down because I'm extremely powerful. I do have revivification. I guess I'm gonna cast that. Your body is healed in an amazingly painful way. And I lost like 10 HP. I wonder how much that will affect me for the rest of the game. At least I'm at full HP now, so I guess round 2. You hit the Dread Lich, but do no damage? You barely miss the Ancient Lich? Wow, that's some nasty variance in melee combat there. Okay, there we go. I still think it was extremely expensive for me to do that. Okay, 180 HP. Now let's drink some of these potions of mutation. Okay. You feel frail? You feel robust? Sure. I'm gonna keep drinking until I don't have the worst mutation in the game. Okay, that's pretty bad as well. That has killed me before, the Berserkitis. I don't want to have that with Manifold Assault. Ah, there we go. This is good. All right, there we go. Now we're gonna keep it like that. I have 200 HP. I can make that into probably 210 or something. And I save at the cost of permanently losing 10 HP. I have no idea if I actually did lose 10 HP or if it was less or more than that. I wish there was a way for you to know. It would be very nice if you got it as an annotation, I think. I think it's definitely worth it for that to be annotated, like cast Borg's Revivification and lost X amount of HP. But yeah, that was funny. That's the first time in the entirety of Sod that I came like actually really close to dying. And I should have gone for Revivification when I had like 20 HP. You remember that I got hit for 100 HP and then for like 50 HP again by acid and the Orb of Fire. Instead of trying to heal with potions of heal wounds, I should have gone for Revivification there to gain some turns. Because I ended up using Revivification regardless. So yeah. Anyway, we can definitely go do Pandemonium with this character. That was scary, but we were able to do it with not that many issues after using Revivification and almost dying. Where is my Polar Vortex? Oh, there it is. 69% chance to fail it. And Death's Door is a 28% chance to fail. I should. There's so many spells that I want with this character, and not enough experience to actually learn them all. I think I should probably. No, wait. I should probably go on Amnesia some things. Okay. So, thinking about forgetting Noxious Bog, maybe Starburst, maybe Ignite Poison. No, Toxic Radiance. Noxious Bog, Starburst, Ignite Poison can go away. Hello, Bicross. Good to see you around. Thank you for stopping by. I think I'm gonna do Extended with this character. We're gonna give that a try because why not? Yeah, I haven't done Extended since the very start of the 0.28 development cycle, where I did 2 Hot Hells in a run, and I streaked them, and they were pretty bad. Also, I don't know if I have uploaded a Hot Hells run to YouTube, and if I haven't, I should. It's a shame that I didn't upload the first one because the first one was so much harder than it is now. Like the first incarnation of Hot Hills, it was like that for like a week, and then it got nerfed because it was truly like ridiculous. And somehow I won it in my first and only attempt, but I really did feel many times during Hot Hills that I was not gonna win that. Um, let's forget about Ignite Poison. Let's forget about more things. I could forget about Poisonous Vapors. I could forget about Starburst as well. Probably Stone Arrow. That seems like a good thing to forget about. Yeah, sure. Okay, so I have 27 spell levels left. Do I have Dispel on that? Because I could have used that, but I do not, apparently. Only useless items found. Book of Touch. Huh. Okay, so I do have Dispel on that. Aha. Okay, give me that. Could have been useful against the leeches. Um, I wonder. Now I'm actually wondering if it's really that good. 3 dice of 31. But then I could just melee, and melee is faster, and maybe deals even more than 3 dice of 31. But this Splendid doesn't have to deal with the variance of you miss or you hit but do no damage. I guess it's worth keeping around, just in case leeches get truly nasty. And maybe I could even do Tomb with that. Um, Shatter, do I have that? I do not. All right. Um, I guess I can learn Polar Vortex because after all, I did free up all those spell levels to get Polar Vortex and maybe even Death Store. Um, you were at 212 HP in normal form before revivification, so you lost 12 HP after that spell, according to the BD on demand. Not Ignition? Do I have that? Do I have Ignition? Do I have Ignition? Now I'm wondering. I do not. Well, that is most unfortunate. I have lignification, but I think we could drop that. If I want to make myself immune to torment, I could just cast Mummy Form instead of casting Potion of 3 or using a Potion of 3. I'm not even carrying them anymore. Alright. Tao says you have Ignition. I have it. Where does it say that I have it? Oh, I do! What did I type then? Okay, we're gonna get Ignition then. I mean, thank you for being so insistent. That was unusual. Um, and then I can just continue training some spell casting to get more spell slots and get Dead Store as well. And ideally, if I found it, I would like to get Shatter too. Um, but yeah, I think it might not be a terrible idea for me to get that castable. So let's go do Pandemonium. One way gate leading to the halls of Pandemonium. There we go. Okay, before going in, Storm Form. Oh, wait. Before going in, let me drop some things. Because I'm pretty sure that there's going to be things inside that I will want to pick up, and I don't want to be like stuck with a bunch of trash in my inventory that I cannot really get rid of. Um, as far as experience evocables go, I can actually drop File of Flots. Well, maybe. I could, but I'm not going to, in case the spellcasters in Lomlobon's level get kinda nasty or the demon spawn. But I could definitely drop the Box of Beasts. Um, Maybe the Lightning Rod as well. Committing to 4 turns of Lightning Rod seems pretty bad. Yeah, it doesn't deal enough damage to be worth it, I think. Mm, we can drop Cirque, quite probably. We can drop fear because there's very few things in Pandemonium that I could fear. Um, I can definitely drop Flame. And I think that's fine. Yeah, that's enough inventory space freed up. So let's go in. There we go. Okay, for a second I thought that it was going to crash because it did take forever to finish generating the Iron City of this, and that was very weird. So in case you have never been in Pandemonium, it's not really that scary. As long as you can deal with greater demons on the regular, you should be fine. Um, Being with Ashensari lets me know where the exit is. In fact, it is highlighted as an exit through the horrors of the abyss in case I care about that, but I do not really. Something that you should also not do in Pandemonium is like do the same thing that I always recommend you to do in Slime, which is just not be here for too long. By the way, I think on the other side of this wall there's like a super nasty bolt. Kind of want to check it out. Levels in Pandemonium pick from a certain amount of greater demons and normal demons, and they constantly generate. So if you see a level with 650 or Caca demons, you should probably just skip it, unless it's the Islamlobon's level, because it's not worth the trouble. Even if the level does have the demonic rune, you can always find a demonic rune that doesn't force you to get malmutated. My mana also went from 48 to 46. Does it do that? Does it do that? Hold on. Does it do that? Huh. It only says that it damages my health. Maybe what happened was that... Oh, yeah, I know. I know what happened. I have an introspection curse melded, so if I cancel my transformation, I'm gonna go back up to 48. That's what happened. Yeah. Introspection gives me more spellcasting, and more spellcasting gives me more mana. So that's what happened. Yeah, I would have been very surprised if it had affected my maximum mana. Okay, you have a vision of a gate. Unfortunately, Ashensari doesn't reveal the portals to the next Pandemonium, but it does show you where the exit is if you feel like leaving, and that's very convenient. Mm, I guess I should forget about poisonous vapors or something. I was thinking about forgetting about Sandblast, but it's only level 1. But by that same measure, poisonous vapors is only level 2. I'm gonna forget it. Like, I'm not really gonna cast it anymore. It is incredible for the entirety of a 3-rune game, in my opinion. But when it comes to extended, it doesn't really do that much anymore. Okay. None of these demons pose too much of a threat to me. And yeah, when we encounter something nasty, we can definitely start using the high level magic that we have. But for most of these demons, we can definitely just tap down with Ignition or with Manifold Assault and Stormform. Yeah, we have seen a fair amount of Malmutators, and we haven't gotten Malmutated yet. But yeah, I should definitely try to escape this level because it seems that there's Cacodemons. A lot of Cacodemons in this level. Fortunately, we immediately find a gate leading to the next level of Pandemonium. I'm just gonna rest. Oh, wait. Yeah, better get rid of these monsters before my storm form wears off. I want to rest my mana as much as I can. Go away, Loros Iproca. Go away. Okay. Storm form. Let's go in. Oh, look at that. I dropped in line of sight of Menoleg. That's actually really good. Um, because I don't have to go through the entirety of Menoleg's level to get the rune. And Menoleg's level is full of Cacodemons and Necosex. And they have Malmutate. So, like, you know how it is with Malmutate. It will literally Malmutate you, and it will not be a fun thing. Um, but I do wish I was hasted, not gonna lie. So let's haste. Okay, Subdued Magic is terrible. It's actually so bad that I am even thinking about removing it right now. I wonder how bad my Manifold Assault will be after that happened. Yeah, my Octopode stealth made it so that Menoleg doesn't immediately notice me. But I am going to Manifold. Probably should Brilliance. Yeah, gonna Brilliance here. I could even Might, but I don't think I care too much about Might. Menoleg is getting hurt. Menoleg is still getting hurt. Menoleg summon an eyeball, which proceeds to die. Menoleg is about to die, almost dead. Menoleg is still about to die. Let's finish off with Ignition. Survived at almost dead? Okay, interesting. Um, I guess resistant to fire makes a bit of sense. There's so many monsters on the screen that I don't feel confident that Manifold Assault will kill Menoleg. Menoleg is resistant to electricity, so I'm not gonna go for Blink Bolt to be within melee range. Also, Menoleg has like Malmutation melee or something super weird. Yes, Tentacle Slap for up to 35 damage to cause mutations if any damage is dealt. So we are not doing that. Instead, we are using acid here. Menoleg is almost dead still, surprising. We get some awful eyes. Let's use Ice Blast to get rid of the eyes and also hopefully get rid of Menoleg as well. Menoleg is almost dead. Oh, Floating Eye is almost dead. Okay, that's delightful. How much evasion or how much armor class? Oh, you have no armor class. That is very nice because we can do that then. Tremor Stone. That is indeed what I wanted to go for. I just wanted to check before I did Tremor Stone that it would be good against Menoleg. And we have the Glowing Rune of Sot, rune number 5. Okay, wait around the corner for the Necrosec, and we kill it. And yeah, the only bad mutation that I have is like Subdued Magic. I need to get rid of that, but I will do so after I escape this level, because this level is full of things that can malmutate me. So it is not unlikely for me to get more malmutations that I would like to get removed before leaving the level. Okay. Okay, that's pretty rude. Give me -2 intelligence. Something that I also want to get rid of. Wow. I feel that I had more intelligence before. What happened? I had like 40 something. Now I have 37. Okay. So Ashensari does show me a portal out through the horrors of the abyss, but what I'm looking forward to doing is just like going into the next level of Pandemonium. There we go. Do I have anything that I can curse? Yeah, you aren't wearing any curseable items. Still looking for a hat. I wonder if I'm gonna do 15 runes and just not find a hat. That would be very funny. Yeah, let's just get out of here. Okay, I'm not silenced. The floor looks in console how it would normally look if you were silenced by the aura of a silent specter. So that's always fun about Pandemonium. Okay, these guys are a joke. I should probably drink Mutation to get rid of the Subdued Magic. Yeah, sure. Okay, I get rid of the Subdued Magic. I gain some armor class from the mutations, not bad. I lose fire resistance, however. That's gonna be a bit of an annoying thing. Lurking but enjoying this greatly, keeping up. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. Okay, so the way to do Pandemonium, as I mentioned, is just jump from portal to portal. Don't even bother exploring a level that doesn't tell you that has the rune. Because it is likely to not go in your favor if you do that. Okay, you know what I like about Crawl? That I like that the long runs in Crawl, like runs that go for extended, are not even that long. Like let's see. Oh, what? No, don't drop all of that. Only drop the. I want to drop and never pick it up. That's the correct button. Yeah. Grab the blink scroll though. Yeah, I was gonna grab the blink scroll though. Always important to pick those up. As I was saying, the long runs in crawl don't really go for that long compared to the long runs in, for example, Noita. Noita has some ridiculous long runs. Oh, this bolt has a Pandemonium Lord, and therefore could also have a bolt. Leasoy comes into view. I wish I could see what Leasoy does, but Leasoy stepped away the turn I saw Leasoy, so who knows? I'm not gonna risk it. I also see a Titi Meetle there, so might as well just bail. Follow my own advice and just not worry about any level that doesn't give me an announced rune. Insert Soypon. Mm, I cannot tell you that I'm too familiar with those, to be completely honest. Oh, I see some portals south. That bolt that you see down there, this is a bolt. 100%, this is a bolt. And this is 100% also a Pandemonium Lord Vault, so we shall see what we end up getting from doing that. Don't even have to worry about the Sun Demon until it's next to me because it doesn't have any ranged attacks. Alofuth, armed with a freezing touch and not a demonic rune of Sot. If the rune had generated, it would have generated there. I could do something funny here and blink bolt to this Soul Eater, and it has like a really good chance of landing me next to a portal. You have nasty spells actually. Yeah, you have silence. Wow, that's dangerous. Yeah, I should not fight this guy. Just because it has silence. That is like you should never fight certain kinds of Pandemonium Lords. Depending on what your character does, you will very easily tell which ones you should and should not fight. And I landed, I think, in the tile where, yeah, I killed the Soul Eater and I landed in the tile where it was. I was expecting to land here or here and not kill the Soul Eater. Um, it's not resistant to electricity, but I was really not expecting it to die from that. It has 60 HP after all. They're pretty tanky. So I'm gonna step here. I'm gonna get out, and we take some of these guys out. But I'm okay with that. The only one that's really dangerous, well, it's not even that dangerous, because from the spells it has, the dangerous spell is Silence. Mm, Yeah, it also has Bolt of Draining, and that could hurt for sure. It's only 3 dice of 21, however. I guess this guy is rather low level for a Pandemonium Lord. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna whack you. About 26% chance to evade my fists. So there we go. Wasn't really much of a danger at all. And we can go ahead and rest to full mana. So back to Pan we go. Yeah, we can definitely use like an exit from Pan as just a portal to the next Pandemonium level. Um, so, Stormform, and let's go in. Okay, still nothing. I guess we did get the Menolek level really quickly, but what I'm really looking forward is the other 4 levels, or the other 4 runes, I have to say. Once we find those 4 runes, we are kind of done with this place. Is this a stone? Oh, it is a stone. It's not really stone, but it's a wall of the weird stuff which makes up Pandemonium. It seems to be like rock in most other aspects. I like that part, that like little flavor text thingy, and it seems to be like rock. Okay, an exit through the horrors of the abyss, and another gate leading out, or to another region of Pandemonium. Okay, better get rid of that corruptor as soon as I can. Any level where you see Shadow Demons is also a pretty bad level because Shadow Demons can very quickly and very easily snowball into being truly dangerous if you cannot kill them fast. So I should try to leave this level as well as soon as I can. Okay, that's another Pandemonium Lord Vault. I can see through walls, so show me my opponent. We have Baoniot. No armor class. That seems to be a very recurring trend. Bolt of Cold and Firestorm. Okay, we're not doing that. Yeah, see you around. I don't have to fight you. Okay, just spam Manifold until everything dies and walk away from that guy. You like to use Hex once on Corruptors? I'm gonna have to check their willpower next time that I see one. I don't think I have ever tried to use a Hex Wand on a high level demon spawn. Maybe on the low level demon spawns, because they do spawn in that Orc Bolt. Yeah, it is such a tragedy that now the Orc Bolt or the demon spawns don't generate with weapons. Because that Orc Bolt used to be a very reliable source of demon weapons, but not anymore. Oh, look at that, a nice fiend. Oh, look at that, I got tormented. Um, Maybe mummy form? Because I haven't used it. Yeah. Oh, come on. What is that? Why is it forcing me to unwield my thing that I have melded if I switch to an unmelded form? That's kind of lame. It is not even the first time that happens to me. There was this one time where I had a cursed holy weapon, and when I cast Mummy form, it got destroyed because of Ashensari. But that one isn't even a holy weapon; it's just a whip of venom. So I don't know why it is forcing me to destroy it if I cast Mummy form. So who knows? Not that I particularly care about keeping that weapon at this stage of the game. Pretty much ever since I got Storm form, I haven't really been in Octopode form whenever I fight a monster. So yeah, another Pandemonium Lord Vault, Scroll Holy Word, Roar, Lightning Bolt, Glaciate. Okay, we're not doing that. Yep. Let's see, do you at least have the Demonic Rune of Sot? Hmm. Yeah, the Ashensari Scrying is very nice. Chaos Spawn, Smoke Demon. I remembered that vault. Like, that vault is not good. It is ruined doors for a reason. Losing that whip of venom looks like a bug. It maybe is because I have it melded. So yeah, maybe if I go from having it melded to not having it melded in a different form, it gets destroyed. But what I'm gonna do is like get out of my get out of a storm form and then cast mummy form and see if it warns me that it's trying to destroy the weapon. Okay, I guess we can experiment right here. Invisibility. Okay. We still don't need an exit through the horrors of the abyss. And transformation. And cast mummy form. And now it's not trying to destroy my weapon. Okay, that's pretty funny. Let's cast storm form. Your undead flesh cannot be transformed. Funny. Storm form. And now mummy form again. Look at that, it says tentacles. Oh, it says so only in console. Interesting. In tiles it does say Stormfist. Surprising. Mummy form, and yeah. Okay, so we can definitely reproduce it. For some reason, if you try to go from Storm form to Mummy form, it warns you that it's gonna try to destroy your melee weapon. That is definitely kinda definitely doesn't seem intended. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised because this is a rune door. Wouldn't be surprised if this was also another. Sorry. I wouldn't be surprised if that was another Pandemonium Lord Vault. So I don't think I want to go in that direction. Whenever possible, I would recommend you to avoid the really difficult and dangerous fights here. Apart from the named Pandemonium Lords. Ooh, that large abomination will blink if I don't do this. Oh, I guess I'll just alarm everyone myself. Don't do anything sketchy. See you. Okay, I'm gonna sit here and wait out the mark. And if I see something truly nasty appear at the edge of the screen, I can definitely just like leave for the next level. Okay, but we didn't get anything. And there we go. Set Above resides here, and Set Above has the Fiery Rune of Sot. So it is only a matter of doing some funny exploration and finding a set above. Mm. I picked up a scroll of acquirement that offered me sorry, it offered me a book with my name, but I have not seen what the book has. Hey, that's a pretty good book. It has Ignite Poison and Stormform. It definitely is very flavorful for a book with my name to have Ignite Poison and Stormform. I would say that it's missing Toxic Vapors or Toxic Radiance, Poisonous Vapors or Toxic Radiance or Noxious Bog or like or any other of the spells that I really like for it to be a book with my name. I'm gonna get the money because I don't think I care about the book. And there is a chance, I think, for shops to generate here. Shops with the rune. And the rune costs so much money. Usually good loot on this level. Yes, this level is like the only level in Pandemonium that has good loot. It is always funny to win with a Randart named after you. Unfortunately, I cannot keep a book in my inventory, so I would just goldify it if I was to grab it. Okay, I guess we can even see what the loot is gonna be because Ashensari lets me do that. Manual of Unarmed Combat. Well, that would have been helpful. A couple of tens of thousands of turns ago, I guess. Okay, so I would assume that this is Cerebov. This is gonna be funny. We shouldn't really have that many issues, but I'm still gonna haste and use a potion of resistance. Something that I didn't do for Menelek because the Menelek doesn't really go for any elemental attacks, but Cerebov does have Firestorm. Okay, hello, Mr. Balrog. Goodbye, Mr. Balrog. Care about that. Let's get the money because why not? That's not a terrible ring, and I think it's an upgrade over a ring that I have equipped. Yeah, I definitely do have 2 rings of fire resistance equipped, just like plain rings of fire resistance. So this is way better than those. Shatter the chains. Goodbye, ring of companions and evocations. Yeah, I don't care about those. Hello, ring of fire resistance, 9 mana and 3 dexterity. Pretty good. Set a buff in Old Russian. Set a buff. That's the fiery rune of Sot, and yeah, set a buff is right there. If I had Shatter, I could easily ninja here. Just like press the Shatter button, grab the rune, and just leave because I just cast Shatter. Most likely, some of these walls are gonna be broken, not only this one. But I still do not have that kind of high power magic. Nope. Nope. Okay. Oh, I kind of forgot about fire magic, but I should probably turn it off and turn on ice magic so I can cast Polar Vortex. My ignition is at 1% now. Okay, I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't care about that ring of cold resistance. I also kind of don't care too much about that manual of unarmed combat, but sure. Okay, Cerebov, Demon Lord of Fire and Steel comes into view, and it has the Sword of Cerebov. So what we're gonna do is walk around the corner, wait for Cerebov to be closer to me. So Cerebov hesitates when the time comes to Firestorm. We're gonna use a Potion of Resistance. We are going to use Might and Haste. I dropped my potions of Cirque, but maybe circing Cerebov in Stormform with 58 evasion wouldn't be such a terrible idea. Fast, misshapen, so this shouldn't really be so bad for me. What's your chance to hit me? About 20% chance to hit me with my incredible 58 evasion. By the way, I have a Ring of Evasion equipped. Maybe I could get rid of it and replace it for something else. That's fine. Only 24 damage. We are kinda destroying Cerebov here, by the way. Cerebov is one of the most resilient things in the game. You can clearly see by the fact that I've already hit with 4 exclamation marks twice, and Cerebov is only heavily wounded. But it also goes to show how damaging the character is when I am dealing so much damage against something that has this much armor class and 651 HP, I guess, or around that number. Mm, okay, looking pretty good. Cerebov is almost dead. We are winning this fight. Oh, finally Cerebov hits me and deals 38. Okay, that's why I drank a potion of resistance here, to give myself 3 pips of fire resistance, because going from 3 to 2 is not as bad as going from 2 to 1 against a monster with 8 dice of 11 Firestorm. Yep, that is not good. And goodbye. Alright, easy peasy. Wasn't even worried. I was completely in control during that fight. It's very funny because we have had fights where I have been legitimately not in control, and that was not one of those. So that went extremely well. No shield. In Stormform, you meld your shield. You meld everything that you're wearing except for the rings, which happens to be extremely convenient for an Octopode because they cannot wear anything that's not a hat or a shield, and they get 8 rings. So you meld the small part of your inventory, unlike with most other species where you would be melding the big part of your inventory. And we pick up the Fiery Rune of Sot. Now we have 6 out of 15, 3 more to go here. Oh, Hasted Frit. Unfortunately, it used 1 potion of haste. It had 2. Oh, okay. I'm very glad that I stumbled upon that guy, because that led me to getting 2 potions of haste that otherwise I wouldn't have gotten. So I used the one that I got back the one that I had to use for Cerebov, and I got another one for free. That's pretty neat. For some reason, you thought melded items still show up, but say melded instead. They do, and I do have a shield that I'm wearing, but it does say melded. It's just that in Stormform I don't have the shield, like it doesn't do anything. That's why I have 0 shield. Oh, Glork's block. Okay, that's one where I would have been in trouble if I had landed within line of sight of Glork's block. Do I have statue form? A statue form would be good here. Much better than mummy form. I don't see it. Okay. We have technology. Oh, I don't have statue form. Ooh, that's gonna be scary. Glork's block has the very nasty combination of Torment and Dispel Undead. So what that means is that unless you're in statue form, you're gonna be in trouble against that guy. And it seems that I don't have statue form. I wonder if I had it. Okay, and I don't have Roxanne in my game, right? Nope. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to do it the fun way. You think it shows up at missing? It says shield currently unavailable. Yeah, because I have it melded. But it should show up but say melded, as you mentioned. That would definitely be a convenient thing. Glorx is the easiest unique Panlord if you can kill him before he summons too many executioners. I don't know if I agree with that. Because even if you have good damage output, Glorx is tankier than like the best damage output in this game. Yeah, you're not gonna kill Glorx fast, and Glorx can slow you with miasma, and then you're in trouble. And then tormentors, or rather not tormentors, executioners start spiraling out of control, and you end up being in a very sketchy situation against Glork's block. I don't think the executioners are so much of an issue, to be completely honest. Yeah, I think the danger from fighting Glork's block comes from the fact that Glork's block has Nice Settler's Book in an acquirement scroll. Thank you for the clip. Oh, there it is. It's coming towards me. Okay, so walk around the corner. Maybe preemptively buff. And yeah, Glork's block. Demon Lord of Darkness comes into view. Not good armor class, not good evasion, but as I mentioned, the dangerous part of Glork's block is Miasma Breath, Dispel Undead Range, and Symbol of Torment. Those three synergize so well with each other. They synergize so well actually that the only really good way to fight these guys in statue form. And this character would definitely love to go into statue form for this with the sole purpose of killing this guy and then amnesiaing statue form, but I just don't have it. So here we are. Gonna have to do it the good old storm form way and hope that I do not die horribly. We are gonna haste. We're gonna use a potion of might. We're gonna use that. Irradiate for reducing Glork's block's armor class, and then we can just staff. Glork summons executioners. How many of these can you summon? You can summon at most 3 creatures summoned by this spell. Good to know. Okay, heavily wounded, looking pretty good. Yeah, this is looking excellent. I don't know why Glork's block hasn't tormented, but I'm not gonna complain. And there it is. And after a single torment, the fight goes from like completely won to incredibly scary and dangerous. But I still think I can just tap Glork's block and literally win. These guys don't really scare me that much. And there we go. You blast Glork's block and you kill Glork's block. Easy peasy. There we go. And it's funny how I failed to deal damage to the Curse Skull 3 times in a row. Like, how does that work? But whatever. Easy fight against Glork's block. It wasn't really that bad because I only got tormented once. The more torments that you get when you're fighting Glork's block, the worse the fight gets. And yeah, it really depends on the tankiness of your character to know if you can like continue going after a single torment or not. Most characters have to retreat after the second or third torment, however, unless you want to be greedy and try to go for the kill. For my character, maybe it would have been a good idea to retreat after the first torment, but Glorx was almost dead. And I have extremely high accuracy because 35 dexterity, so I just decided to go for the kill, and it fortunately went pretty well for me. So Oh, nice. So after wandering in the pandemonium forever, we stumbled into the final 2 levels back to back. So we have a Lomlobon's level. I have 6 magic mapping. I think I can use 1 here. Lomlobon is right around here, and the rune, or no. Lomlobon is right around here in this vault. And the rune is in this little room right here. Lomlobon is, in my opinion, one of the most dangerous ones. If you don't have issues with Glork's block, well, I guess you can kind of make Glork's block into something not so terrible. But Lomlobon will always be bad for pretty much every character. Because of that glaciate and polar vortex, and the conjurable lightning can also accumulate and deal a bunch of damage to you. So I don't know how this fight is gonna go. Yeah, Cerebov was so much easier to deal with than Glorix block will be. Okay. There we go. The normal mooks that generate in Glorx Block's level, like all the Titans and Annihilators, they don't really offer that much threat at this point in the game. They're kind of like butterflies, if you think about it. Butterflies that can spontaneously hit you for like upwards of 100 damage and put you in a bit of a pickle, of course, but still butterflies regardless. Yeah, there we go. The poison arrow misses you. Okay, so it was not Crystal Spear. It was not close enough to be able to Crystal Spear. You know, I am at half mana. Might as well rest off my mana. Okay. Back to full mana. We cast Stormform. Lomlobon, Demon Lord of Forbidden Knowledge, comes into view. And yep, I am worried about Lomlobon. 10 Dice of 14 Glaciate. If this guy was a random Panlord, I wouldn't try to fight him. But unfortunately, Lomlobon is not a random Panlord, so I kinda do have to fight. Gonna go for haste, I'm gonna go for might. Probably should have done so before going in. Gonna go for brilliance as well because I fully intend to spam Manifold Assault. It is very important because Lomlobon will not hesitate to blink away from you to fully heal. Okay. Huh. Okay, that's a pretty good moment to offer a curse, Ashensari. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna take it right now. Okay. I guess my attacks are way too fast. Oh, I know what's. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I was wondering what was happening because I was not getting moved by the tornado, by the polar vortex. Yeah, potion of resistance to reduce polar vortex damage. I was thinking about that, but I was not taking damage. So that led me to maybe think that maybe I was immune to that in storm form, but apparently I am not. Um, Almost dead. Goodbye. Okay, the consistency of melee with manifold assault is like unreal. It's out of this world how consistent it is. When Lomlobon starts healing himself, that's the most annoying. Yes. Uh, you can have Lomlobon at almost dead, but Lomlobon can very easily in the next 2 turns after you have him at almost dead, just blink away 1 and 2, fully heal, or not fully heal, but heal to like moderately wounded. From almost dead to moderately wounded. It's really messed up. Um, Okay, a gate leading to another region of Pandemonium. So I have not found the demonic rune of Sod. That's the one that I have yet to acquire here. We have 8, and I should be leaving here with 9. So I guess to the next level we go? Yeah, to the next level we go. A vision of a gate leading out. So I can go to that gate. Now I am kind of looking for a fight with Pandemonium Lord. Not gonna lie. So I can try to get the demonic rune because the Pandemonium Lords will pretty much always be guarding the demonic rune. The random ones. It's just that it's not guaranteed for them to get it. Almost always they will not have it, but sometimes they do. Also, there's some bolts that will always have the demonic rune, but it is very specific bolts. This level has shadow demons. I don't know if I should be here. It's definitely not looking like a safe place for me to just try to get the rune. Ooh, there's so many monsters. Okay. Yeah, okay, let's walk towards there. I would like to rest my mana, but I don't think I will have the chance to do so. Oh, I saw a Helion. Yeah, I don't want to mess around with a Helion because of that. They're faster than you are, so you can definitely get the double damnation. I think they shouldn't be faster than you are because you can go from, oh yeah, I'm at full HP to, oh yeah, I died in pretty much a single turn, and I don't think anyone likes that. Okay, so should I do the Pandemonium Lord Bolt or should I leave? I think I can take a peek, maybe try to take a peek and see what the Pandemonium Lord has, and then make a decision accordingly. Okay. Oh, Stormform, or rather Blink Bolt, just kills the large abomination. You love to see it. Probably shouldn't have Blink Bolted there because I could have used it for that demon spawn. Or for that. Oh, this is Hellion Island. Ah, yeah. I think this is Helion Island. I'm not sure, but it might be Helion Island. Regardless, what I'm gonna do here is read Fogu, use attraction. That's gonna pull everyone towards me, including the Helions, and it's gonna make me kill them with relative ease. I can even press Manifold when I am surrounded, and it will hit every monster that I can see pretty much. Oh, Sekrosh. Quicksilver Bolt, Poisonous Cloud, and Haste. Pretty dangerous. Doesn't have that much evasion, however. 3% chance to dodge these tentacles. Sounds like a pretty easy kill to me. Aha. Aha. There we go. Yeah, you don't have melee resistance. So 4 melee attacks later, the Pandemonium Lord is dead. And this was not Helion Island. I thought that maybe it had been redesigned. But no, we don't have the rune here, so let's just get out, rest my mana. Okay, there we go. Cast Stormform, go back in. And yeah, the search for the demonic rune continues. Sooner or later, I'm gonna stumble upon it. Or a hat, I guess. I don't think I have found a hat yet. Oh, I keep forgetting that I have an uncursed ring that I can curse with Ashensari. I definitely want to do that. You know how I normally say that I like to leave a ring slot uncursed? With Octopode, that's not really an issue because since Octopode's rings are like Octopode's inventory slots, I have everything that I could possibly want from my rings. So I don't feel the need to juggle them. Okay. Futix, no spells and no evasion. It does hit kind of hard, with a lot of accuracy for 58 evasion, but sure. I don't know how it is so accurate with its melee. Nice strategy to kill the Hellions. Yeah, it's so good to drink attraction, kill them like that, not go towards them, instead have them come towards me. You know, it's pretty funny because this no spells Pandemonium Lord has been more dangerous than pretty much all of the other named Pandemonium Lords. Like it definitely dealt like 80 damage on its own. That's surprising. Okay, Dihelion. I hope that this has the demonic rune. Worst case scenario, it will have a portal to the next level at least. But I don't see the demonic rune. Okay. I think Hellions should always be marked as dangerous. In my opinion, they are always dangerous. Please let me rest to full HP game. When Trunk is bugged, it can be kind of annoying. Usually take out the Hellions on Helion Island by blind shooting them with Orbs of Destruction. That sounds like it takes a while to do. Can you bitch to me for a moment? What do you mean by that? If you want to talk to me, I guess you can send me a message and I will reply when I can do so. That got pretty dangerous. Any moment where you see two greater demons on the screen at the same time is like not a good moment. Oh, no wonder. They were guarding this Pandemonium Lord that we have right here. Weak to cold. Do I have? Ooh, I do. I have Polar Vortex. That's neat. I am excited for finally casting Polar Vortex. Gonna be my first cast of it. I have 5 potions of mana. Should I do it right now? I feel like I don't have to. Just gonna melee down these guys, and then ooh, this guy's going crazy with the iron shots. It's casted every turn. Every turn iron shot. Yeah, that's 4 iron shots, and of course one of them has to hit me for 1,000,000 damage. That's crazy, dude. 3 dice of 42. Wow, that's bad. That's like when I got hit for 1,000,000 damage by the leech when I opened the door bolt a couple of minutes ago. And yeah, this guy is definitely no joke. That's some most unfortunate. Hmm. I think I'm gonna play it safe and just use one of my 5 scrolls of blinking and blink over here. Be outside of the range of iron shot. Just leave. I'm still outside of the range of iron shot, right? I am. Okay, goodbye. Oh, of all the places where I could have landed, this is probably among the worst ones. I do have the demonic rune of Sodwitty line of sight, but I am in a very complicated position here. Yeah, of all the places where I could have landed in Holy Pan, in line of sight of the Seraph is like probably one of the worst. It's not the worst, I have to say. The worst would be in Sin's Bolt that has like 40 million Devas, because the Devas just smite you and kill you in 2 turns. A beautiful angel art. I think the art for the Deva got changed recently, or for the Seraph. Yeah, it used to be not as cool as this one. I do not play on tiles, but I can definitely look at the tile by looking at my capture window in the streaming software, and it does look kind of cool. Unusual to see the demonic rune in Holy Pan. It will 100% of the time generate here unless you already have it. Just to let you know. So if you get Holy Pan, you know that it's always here. It's guaranteed. Of course, you have to deal with a setup to get that. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is read teleport. So I can do it in 2 ways. I can re-teleport, apport the rune, and pick it up and just bail, or I can apport the rune, re-teleport, pick it up, and bail. And I don't know which one is better. Let's see. You don't have any nasty ranged things that you can do. And the angels only have melee as well. The often 3 dice of 24 is like a cantrip. Yeah, I'm okay with apporting it and then reading teleport and picking it up. Apport. Yoink, you pull the item towards yourself. In case you were wondering why I have apport, well, that is why. It allows you to do that kind of thing, and now I don't have to worry about these guys. Yep. You're right in time, 14 rune run. Yes, quite probably 14 runes. I will not do Tomb. Yeah, I will not do it. We have rune number 9. We just got it from this place. Um, so we are waiting for the teleport to trigger. I guess we can walk away from the holy fire or into the holy fire. Doesn't really deal that much damage. I don't know how that works. And there we go. We are out of there and into relative safety with only a Nofan and a care of in line of sight. Okay, get rid of the care of. Blink Bolt against the Offan. And there we go. Alrighty. Introspection. I kind of want an introspection curse because it increases my maximum HP a bit. So I guess we're gonna be getting that. Why not Tomb? It's not like Death Curse is deadly to Octopodes. It is deadly to most things in this game. Even though I have Mummy form and I could theoretically just do Tomb with Mummy form and Polar Vortex, I still don't want to do it because last time I had a pretty bad experience with Tomb. Last time I tried to do it, it was in the 0.27 tournament, and I lost a run that I could have won in Tomb. So ever since then, I haven't really been too interested in doing Tomb. And I died not because of Tomb, but because I got absolutely destroyed by random traps. I went into Tomb 3 and I got Dispersal Trap into the middle of the level, like with very little counterplay. Maybe there was counterplay, but there was absolutely no way for me to know that there was going to be two dispersal traps. That the first one was gonna hit me and bounce me into the other one that was gonna bounce me into the middle of the level. And yeah, like that was not really a thing that I could have survived. Mummy form? Yeah, this is mummy form. It says lich form, but in reality, you turn into a mummy. You have all the downsides and all the upsides of being a mummy, so it's just mummy form. Yeah, that's what people call it, or used to call it back in the day, and I keep the tradition alive by calling it that myself. Okay, there we go. Big damage to these Appies. Um, Most of these angels don't really do anything that I have to be afraid of. And there's loot in select places in this level, like for example, scroll vulnerability there, guarded by an angel and a deva for some reason. Um, but I think the juiciest loot is in the room with the Seraph, including the rune. The rune will always generate in that room with the Seraph. So if you're here only for the rune, that's where you can get it. Mm, okay. That Deva is being very annoying. I assume that one of these Devas is gonna have a tower shield. Yeah, I think that's the rune, the Sin rune room with all the Devas. It's kind of looking like that. Yeah, that's the most dangerous part of this level. Like, don't be misled by the Seraph. The Seraph is like a joke compared to 7 Devas on your line of sight. It really is like a joke. It doesn't compare. Okay, close the door, wait for that guy to get over here. And yeah, 3 Devas already is like very, very sketchy. In fact, I'm kinda not wanting to fight these guys. Yeah, the Deva blocks your attack times too, because they will always generate with tower shields. That's their thing. They have a tower shield and they have smite, so they're super dangerous just because of that. You get unlucky with your melee attacks, and you get stuck in a very complicated fight that you like have to rely on the RNG to win pretty much. I'm not a fan of Devas. Usually like to get a Demon Blade from Holy Pan. Yes, this is one of the very few places where you can kind of reliably get a Demon Blade. This character doesn't particularly care about that because I have Storm Tentacles. So, so yeah. Also, my HUD in console says Tentacles. It seems to switch randomly between Tentacles and Storm Fists. It's so weird. Okay. I find it funny that the angel stepped on the teleport trap and didn't get teleported. But yeah, after doing that, seeing that there's no tower shields that we have found here that I particularly care about, I think I could leave. Because I already have the rune. Are we in extended? We are in extended. We are done with Pandemonium actually. I just picked up the final rune that I had to get. As I was mentioning, you will always get the demonic rune in Holy Pan if you have not gotten it. It will always generate here. So you do have to deal with the Deva, but you can get it from here very reliably. Um, and I still have yet to find a hat. Maybe there was a hat in that level, and I will never know because I kinda bailed on it. But I could do a cigarette instead. Um, so I guess we can dig. Yeah, we can dig. You're heading out, but you hope to see this uploaded to YouTube. There's a good chance that it will indeed go to YouTube because I have not uploaded a 15 run or an extended run of Hot Hells to YouTube. Okay, so the first few levels of a Ziggurat are gonna be incredibly easy for this character. Like I don't have anything to fear. Mm. We're gonna get some scrolls or some, ideally some blinking, some nice things from doing displays. Dispel on death. What's the dispel on death button? I should put it. I should put it here. U for undeath. All right. Um, let's continue. Okay. We have Polar Vortex. So this is my first cast of it. There we go. Pretty good. Manual spell casting. Well, that's a pretty good thing to have. Might as well train that. Let me train it to 26.9 because for some reason, despite the fact that I have 27 on armed combat, I do not have the title. Well, actually, I know the reason. It's because Ashensari displays 27, and for practical purposes, it is 27. It's just that I haven't gotten it to 27. So if I was to abandon Ashensari or lose enough curses, it would not be 27 anymore, and that's what the game doesn't give me the 27 title. You've acquired many +0 hats with Ashensari. I have only gotten one hat offered to me in the entirety of the game, and it was on D4, and it was on a scroll of acquirement that also had this amazing ring. Like, you don't say no to that ring as an Octopode. You don't say no to it. And I have not regretted it. Not gonna lie. Like, I don't care. Like, the hat is just like a meme, to be completely honest. Okay, I guess we're gonna cast this again. Wow, it kills air elementals. Elementals used to be immune to tornado, I think. I'm pretty sure they used to be immune to tornado, but they're not immune to polar vortex. Oh, I actually think I care about this because I'm using a ring of 4 evasion. So maybe this ring of dexterity will be better than a ring of 4 evasion. So shatter the chains. Goodbye, ring of 4 evasion. Hello, ring of dexterity. Yeah, it is better. It gives me more than 4 evasion, 60 evasion. That's absurd. That's ridiculous. 41 dexterity. How? I guess that's what happens when you're in Stormform. I think Stormform increases your. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, that's surprising. So I guess I have 41 dexterity then. Stormform. Go in. Sphinx. Tornado irradiates. Dispel on death. Goodbye. It's so easy. Like I killed everything before I was even done with the polar vortex. Okay. And yeah, we got a scroll of blinking and a potion of curing from doing that, and a potion of might as well. So I cannot complain about it. Okay. Ooh, Panlord, and I'm within melee range. Mind Burst, Summon Demon, Blink and Abjuration. Hits for 29, has good evasion. Cold Resistance. Cold Resistance is also important. Very resistant to cold. Not resistant to fire, however. We have Ignition, and we're gonna use Ignition. You miscast Ignition at 1%. Okay. In that case, we're gonna Polar Vortex, and then we're gonna Ignition. So we can Ignition while we Polar Vortex, and we can also melee. And yeah, having a powerful character feels really good in this game. Not gonna lie, it's very enjoyable when you have such a powerful character that kinda destroys extended. Orcs. Okay. That should have killed everything, but it didn't kill these two warlords and the Juggernaut. I guess that's understandable. Okay. But they don't hold a candle to Polar Vortex. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that my 60 evasion is like kind of a joke number. Even though I have 60 evasion, I still think that evasion is a placebo. Yeah, it is pretty funny. It's not a real thing that you should rely on. Ooh, that looks to me like a crypt level. Yes. Okay. Maybe ignition. Gets rid of almost everything. But yeah, I am not too keen on fighting these guys. Like, I have 60 evasion, and I'm pretty sure they can still ruin my day. Okay, never mind. Sweet. That was very nice. It's moments like those that I'm glad that I got Dispel Undead, because Dispel Undead gets rid of the leeches so quickly. I just have to be within melee range and they just die. Hmm. Okay, more orcs. We have gotten easy floors. We have not gotten mummies or abyss or fire. That is a pretty good ring. Yeah, that's a pretty good ring. It's actually an upgrade over a ring of dexterity. So I guess goodbye, ring of dexterity. Hello, ring of dexterity with bonuses. Um, I wonder if I should also get rid of any of my other rings, but I think they're pretty good. I should keep my eyes open for a ring of cold resistance plus. So cold resistance and something nicer. I just got chain lightning. 86% chance to miscast. Wow, I can cast Firestorm much better. Doing this has the nice upside of generating a bunch of books for me and therefore increasing the chances that I find Shatter. So yeah, I do want Shatter for Extended. In case you have never used Shatter in Extended, it's super good. Not because of the damage, but because it will let you bypass most of the bolts. As long as you know the bolt layout and where the rune can generate, you can just cast Shatter and kind of skip most of the bolts in the final floors of Hell. It may not make a lot of sense in the way that I am explaining it, but it is like a very reliable and consistent thing that you can do. Talking about reliable and consistent, we just found refrigeration finally after so long. Also, we got the two spells that we can get from that book. So we also didn't have Osokubu's armor for the longest time, and that would have been a very convenient spell to have as an Octopode, of course. Okay, Storm Form. Blink Bolt. Ignition. And everyone is dead. Alright. There we go, easy peasy. These levels are so easy. They're so easy that I can do them with like actually a single spell cast. And we found Shatter, so we're gonna learn that. And I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna turn this on. I'm gonna turn it off at 25. And I'm gonna continue doing this. Maybe I can go the whole way, but who knows? You find the Sig level spells with Orbs of Fire, Panlords, or Player Ghosts are the most difficult. What about the ones with mummies? Because those are an issue for most characters. This character won't really have many issues with the mummy levels because I have mummy form and therefore I can make myself immune to mummies. But they can be pretty sketchy, for sure. Ring of Shadows. I wonder if I should have that for added evasion. Okay, so it's funny because after I found it, the last time I found it, I inspected it and it made you have less accuracy if you used it. So I thought that it was lame, but now it doesn't have that anymore. Bycross let me know about that change after it happened. It happened like a week ago or something. So yeah, finally it happened. It didn't really ever make sense that it reduced your accuracy if you used it. So like kind of punished you for using it. It's funny because no one knows really how good this ring is. People always talk about the Ring of Shadows and like how the Umbra is so good, um, or they used to at least. And I never really found it so amazing. I did like it somewhat, but I did not like the fact that it reduced your accuracy. But now that it doesn't, and considering that I am an Octopode, maybe it is something that I want to use. But I don't know if I should destroy any of the rings that I have. Mm, You can inspect now to see hit chance of yourself and enemies. Yes, so yeah, it doesn't do it anymore. I know that it doesn't. I know that it doesn't reduce your accuracy anymore. I guess I'm gonna carry it around. I'm not gonna put it on immediately because I don't know if I wanna destroy any of my rings. Probably I don't. Um, but I'll keep it as an option in case I get like a ring of cold and fire resistance, so I can destroy 2 rings to wear that ring. Sorry, to put in that ring, and then that frees up a ring slot for Ring of Shadows. Or maybe if I find the Macabre Finger Necklace. It's pretty funny because an Octopode, you wouldn't think that an Octopode wants the Macabre Finger Necklace, but maybe I do. Okay, I do want that curse because it's element. We're gonna curse that. You can inspect an enemy with Dexterity Ring on, swap to Shadows, and inspect again and see which is better defense. Oh, I could, but the thing is that in order for me to take off my rings, because I am with Ashensari, I have to permanently destroy them. So that's not really an option. It would be an option with literally everything else, except for Ashensari. This looks like a fire level or maybe a Jaina level. It's probably a Jaina level. Oof, immediately get tormented by the Tormentor. That's not good. Was an option 2 actions ago? It definitely was. Um, that's kind of my bad, to be completely honest. Okay. I have refrigeration. Okay. You are resistant to cold. I guess that's understandable. Do we have any more Tormentors on the screen? We don't, but we have no Hellion Cider. I guess we have a Elephant. We should be okay because at the end of the day, I am a character with 60 evasion, so we should not get hit by anything. Oh, I forgot. But this thing has stock flames. We're about to see a bunch of these in extended. Add malice to hellish fires, binding it with flame into a creeping inferno. So that's super obscure, right? What it actually does is that it summons a thing that is like a living spell, um, but it casts Firestorm, and it doesn't suicide on yourself to cast Firestorm. That thing summons it, and then it spawns next to it pretty much, so you can kill it to make it Firestorm its summoner. That's pretty nice, and I'm gonna try to do that. Are you resistant to? Okay, you're not resistant to cold, so I could definitely refrigeration. But I could also drink a heal wounds because I'm at half HP and I don't want to be at half HP. Okay, we have a fiend. Now I think it would be a good idea to go for refrigeration. Creeping Inferno summoned. Formless mass of ancient fire bound by heat and malevolence. The slightest disturbance will destroy the bonds holding it together and unleash a firestorm. It longs for that release yet seems reluctant to move while being observed. Um, so yeah, I don't know how that works, but because I'm pretty sure it does walk towards you. Regardless, I'm gonna I'm gonna refrigerate, and yeah, the great blast of fire engulfs the Stoker. So it did deal a teeny tiny bit of damage to everyone because everyone is like immune to fire. Like Torment Ball, but fiery. Yeah, kind of like Torment Ball. Also very reminiscent of that enemy in Swamp, the new enemy. I don't know what it's called. Okay, probably should just cast this spell on that for more certainty. Okay, fortunately you can dispel on that almost everything there, except for the demons, of course. Bloated Husk, yes, Bloated Husk, very reminiscent to Bloated Husks. Um, Oh, Wyrmbane. I am glad that I checked. I was just ready to skip, but we got Wyrmbane. And let me tell you that Wyrmbane is definitely better than what I'm currently wielding. Um, yeah, resistance to corrosion, 2 pips of resistance to negative versus Wyrmbane, which is a real weapon and a very amazing source of resistances. Even gives me 3 armor class. Like, I think I have to consider cursing Wyrmbane at the very least. I know that I have Stormform. That's not good. Okay, let's drink invisibility to make it so that these guys don't drain all my mana. Ooh, okay, that's chaos. That's a chaos level. Golden Dragon, Killer Clowns, Pan Lord with no spells but amazing evasion. Does Wyrmbane grow once cursed? I have no idea. That's a very good question. Okay, what do you have? No spells. Okay, it's very funny that we got two Pandemonium Lords with no spells. That kind of thing doesn't happen quite frequently. Mm, I kinda. Ooh, is it focused on me? It's not. Okay, that's bad. Yeah, and there's also Torpor Snail. Both of them are pretty messed up. I should definitely cast Refrigeration again, or Refrigeration. Yeah, gonna go for Refrigeration here. Okay, we got rid of the Torpor Snail and the Floating Eye, and now we can continue fighting these guys. Ooh, this guy is lightly wounded. Immune to fire. Okay, resistant to cold. How is this guy so hurt then? Oh, this one is not resistant to cold. Okay, that's two more Pandemonium Lords. Oh, this one has spells. It has Summon Eyeballs. Well, that is delightful. As soon as I can blink now, but what I'm gonna try to do is like skip the level because this guy has Blink Bolt. You haven't seen this Sig level? This is a Chaos level with Pandemonium Lords and Killer Clowns and other kind of chaotic creatures like Golden Dragon, ugly things. It is not good. Okay. Oh, anti-magic. You have anti-magic. That's rude. Mm, so we're gonna blink bolts over here. Okay, we have yet another Pandemonium Lord. Uh, so many nasty Pandemonium Lords. Let's see what we would be leaving behind if we were to skip the level right now. Nothing of value, it seems. No rings, no scrolls of blinking. Yeah, nothing of value. I really could just leave right now. I could even use one of my 8 scrolls of blinking to just skip the level, because this character I don't think is well equipped to deal with all these Pandemonium Lords. Despite the fact that it has Polar Vortex, I still feel like I can just explode in 2 turns, especially considering the fact that we have a Tormentor in line of sight. Yeah, I think I should consider it a blessing that the Tsitsi Metal hasn't tried to do Tsitsi Metal things. So we are just gonna read a blinking into the next level. See your round. Now I'm gonna rest my mana with Octopode Stealth because for some reason you have so much stealth as a storm if you're an Octopode. Yeah, I have not trained any stealth and I have 4.8 stealth. I have no idea. Yep, that's a pretty dangerous floor if you happen to get it. So my Shatter is at 11%. We're getting pretty close to it being castable. And you may be thinking, oh yeah, cigarettes give you a ton of experience, but it's more like how could you put it? Yeah, it's more Ashensari than the cigarette giving me a million experience. Okay, this is a SOT level because the last level, the Chaos level, doesn't generate Shadow Dragons. At least not that I know of. So let's go for Blink Bolt. Okay. Oh, no, never mind. It's not a Shadow level. It's another Chaos level. We have a bunch of Killer Clowns and a Pandemonium Lord. Okay, that is most unfortunate. 3 dice of 13, 9, and summon eyeballs again. Polar Vortex. Do you fly, first and foremost? You don't fly. I could shatter you. I'm not going to do so. I could also just hold my own and fight here with Brilliance and Haste. I think I'm gonna Haste and Brilliance. Why do I have 3 potions of Haste? Why do I have 3 potions of Haste? Have I really been using them that much? That's not a good omen, I have to say. Mm, it is not cold resistant, so I think Polar Vortex is likely to kill it faster than a couple of shatters would. And yeah, it also happens to kill all the killer clowns. Okay, Damnation, that's bad. That's okay. Summon Greater Demon is bad. Please, no Tormentors. If we see Tormentors, we are in trouble. Okay, none of you are flying anymore, right? Because my tornado is over. So, do you fly? You fly. You fly. You don't fly. And you are an Iron Troll. Okay. Fenstrider Witch. That's a interesting. Oh, it's a shapeshifter. Okay. I could also just try to kill them by meleeing them because my melee is kind of like Crystal Spear. Yeah, it deals kind of the damage that Crystal Spear would deal, but I don't know. It's very dangerous regardless. I'm gonna try to melee them and see what happens. Okay, waiting for my Polar Vortex to come back. Should come back soon. There we go. And it summoned an Ice Fiend. Okay, please don't torment me, Mr. Ice Fiend. Please be a nice demon while I kill you all with Polar Vortex. Okay? Okay. Looking pretty good. It's very funny, but none of these cigarette levels have been as dangerous as that situation in um, Sot where I almost died to opening a door bolt. Remember when I got hit for 100 in Stormform? Like evasion is absolutely a placebo. You should really not rely on evasion because it's gonna disappoint you. It's just how it is. How would you go about countering Damnation? You find it to be the thing that you struggle with the most. You can't counter it other than the basic. So pretty much do the thing that you would do what you would do against an early game centaur when you find a monster with Damnation. So just like wait around the corner or do what you have to do to make it so that it doesn't hit you super hard. Invisibility or fog, those could also work, depending on the monster too, because fiends see invisible, but I don't think Hellions do. Hellions are unusually weak for a major demon, for a greater demon. Okay, 17. We might go the whole distance. Oh, this is finally an easy level after 2 chaos levels in a row. Ignition. Oh, no, it's not tornado, but it's pretty much tornado. There we go. Yeah, free level. Free level for sure. We even got some wands of acid. Not bad. Thank you. No problem. Anytime. I am definitely willing and very happy to answer questions about this game. That's kind of like the whole foundation of this stream, to offer good commentary and like insight into into the game. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do it again. Only the Salamander Tyrant survive, and now everything is death. Yep. Most of these levels that are like Lair and that kind of level, they don't really hold a candle against what I'm currently doing. Okay. Before leaving, let's see what we have on the floor here. Maxwell's patent armor. That would be funny if I could use it. Oh, look at that, a scimitar with 3 pips of fire resistance. Normally I would immediately discard it because it has negative willpower, but I do not particularly care about that because I already have 5 pips of willpower. It just so happens that many of the rings that I have been finding also happen to give me willpower. So 5 pips of willpower. But anyway, I think I'm gonna leave it on the floor and let's just continue with this cigarette. 19 out of 25. You had a SIG 23 death not long ago. Been there, been there multiple times actually. That SIG 23. Let's see how it goes this time around. Good old SIG 23. Something makes me think that this character will have a good match against SIG 23. Okay, I don't think I care about any of those things. So we shall depart into the next level. Ah! Well, it was about time that we got a truly bad level. This is a Cocytus floor with shard strikes and all the new fun friends from Hot Hills. As a spoiler, by the way, if I make it to Hot Hills, we're gonna be seeing some of these guys. Yeah, was that double torment? Or did I get hit by something bad? Oh no, it was double torment. Okay. Good thing I have ignition. Yes, but I don't have the HP to survive it, especially not with a shard strike next to me. Who knows? Like, I think evasion is a placebo, and despite the fact it says about 14% chance to hit me, I know that it secretly says 100% chance to hit me. Yeah. So maybe a blink away, haste, maybe heal wounds. If I was not at 50 HP, like if I had not gotten double tormented, I guess it was kind of my bad, to be completely fair. Um, but if I had not been double tormented, I would definitely just ignition these guys and they would die, and it would be so easy. But I cannot afford to risk it like that. 25 viewers. Hello, 25 viewers. I hope that you have been enjoying the show so far. I appreciate it. Yeah, consistency seems to be taking me places. Seems to be taking me places in Twitch. Alright, so now we are gonna cancel out of this. Oh, Particle Face, are you still here? Are you still here? Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Check this out. If I try to cast Mummy Form in Storm Form, it tells me really unwield and destroy the whip because the whip is melded and I am going into Mummy Form, which would let me wield the ring, or will let me wield the weapon, which is pretty funny. But it doesn't do that if I cancel my Storm Form and then cast Mummy Form. See, I still have the whip. It is absolutely a bug. I am pretty sure it's not supposed to be intended. What is Mummy Form? Mummy Form is this. Necromutation. What in the world is happening? What in the world is happening? So I have a cursed weapon, and if I go from Storm Form into Mummy Form while wielding my cursed weapon, it tries to break it for some reason. But if I go from Storm Form into Octopode form into Mummy Form, it doesn't prompt me to break the weapon. Will it actually break it? I think I'm gonna have to find out sooner or later. I'm okay with breaking it, to be completely fair, because now I have Wyrmbane. Wyrmbane is kind of like the pinnacle of weapons that you're okay with, or with weapons that you just want to wield for the stats. I guess it shares that title with the Elemental Staff, but we haven't found it. Yeah, I hope that I found the Elemental Staff, by the way. I would not complain if I found that. You're not resistant to fire, so I guess we can ignition again. Okay. That's a pretty trash ignition. Whenever you cast ignition, you need to try to make the monsters be close to each other for you to get maximum value out of your ignition. I wanted to drink attraction precisely for that purpose, but I cannot drink potions in my current state. Regardless, I think I should be fine, because in Mummy form I'm immune to Torment, and Torment was the thing that was dangerous about this level, or the thing that was truly dangerous. I guess I can still get hit for 50 by a shard strike. 7% chance to hit me with 55 evasion? Funny thing. Huh. Okay. I'm starting to... Oh, I know why. Because in Storm form, I don't have the shield, but in Mummy form, I do. So Mummy form gives me more protection than Storm form. From getting hit, at least. When I get hit, it's still gonna hurt. Pretty funny thing. I guess try when you switch to Wyrmbane. Yeah. Maybe if you're always in Storm form, you just want an Earth Staff. Could be, also. But... Ooh, I got paralyzed by a turn by the Wendigo. That's so nasty. I don't like this. It's pretty bad. Oh man. And that's the kind of thing that happens to you if you do Hot Hells, because this is just a Hot Hells floor. Like, literally, the cigarette that I'm doing is a normal Hot Hells floor. The same monster density, the same amount of monsters, the same kind of monsters, is just like a Hot Hells floor. It's even around the same size as a Hot Hells floor. Irradiate, I think if I irradiate, I would die. Oh, it's because I don't have resistance to electricity, right? Oh, I do. No, never mind then. I could. Can I? I actually don't know if I can revivification. I don't know if that works. I have revivification, but I don't know if it works in mummy form. Oh, it has no effect on the undead. Okay, thank you for letting me know, game. In that case, maybe it would be nice if it was grayed out. Yes, it has no effect on the undead, and guess what I am right now? That's not good. So I have immunity to resist to continued paralysis, right? So I could drink a potion of. Oh, I can't drink potions. A mummy form. Well, that's not good. Irradiate would most likely kill the Shard Strike and the Leech and the Ice Fiend. But then the Titan one shots me with Earth Strike, right? Death's Door, don't have it yet. I have not learned Death's Door. I should definitely learn Death's Door because I have it right here. And I almost have the skill to be able to use it. I only need to train a bit of Necromancy, which I guess I can turn on right now in case I survive. Stepping down right to get out of one Wendigo line of sight. My play, because you are forgetting something very important. I have a million scrolls of blinking. Well, it's not really a million. I have 7. So what I was thinking of doing was reading blinking here. That breaks line of sight of the Shard Strike, breaks line of sight of the Titan, and these guys they don't do anything actually. I was thinking that these were the Wendigo, but no. I will 100% blink to that spot because I think that's how I maximize my chances of not dying here. Regardless, it's looking really bad, and I think it's extremely likely that I don't survive this. But I got hit for 150 and then I walked away and then I got hit for 76 and I got paralyzed. Getting paralyzed for one turn by these guys is so nasty. I wonder what K9 has to say about these guys in cigarettes because my experience so far hasn't been the happiest one with these guys specifically. Yeah, they're not good. Yeah, we're gonna blink and let's see if I don't die. Okay, I didn't die. We have a Shard Strike and an Ice Fiend. I don't think I can afford to on Lich form and heal with Revivification. When an enemy paralyzes, and is there a resist or is it just 100%? This thing paralyzes you, and it is 100%. It only paralyzes you for one turn, but it is 100% if it hits you. Fires a weak electrical burst which on impact causes very brief paralysis. Willpower is of no use against this effect, but resistance to electricity can sometimes prevent it. It obviously didn't prevent it this time around, alongside my placebo number. I mean, 55 evasion. Yeah, in case you ever want, if in case you ever like wanted to challenge my fact that evasion is a placebo number, there it is. There's like all the evidence that I need to really show you that evasion is a funny made up number that's not really real and that it doesn't mean anything. Um, so the not good is like doesn't do anything. Yeah, these don't do anything unless they are within melee range. Um, at least they don't do anything to a character with 5 pips of resistance. They cannot petrify me. What do things are the Shard Strike and the Ice Fiend. And what I was thinking of doing against these is Wand of Acid, maybe? Maybe I could cast some spells. Let's see what we have. Manifold? Manifold with a whip would be trash. So we're not doing that. And I want to get rid of these guys before on mummy forming, because if I just on mummy form, I die. I feel like I die to the short strike next turn if I fail to kill it this turn. Or I die to the Ice Fiend. I can die to either one of them. But if I kill them, I feel like I am in a very safe position to on mummy form and cast revivification, and then mummy form again. Like I think I just have that much time if I survive the next turn. Let's see, low willpower on the short strike. Maybe we can go for paralysis. 28%, okay. Alright, we cannot do that. How high is my evocations? It is 14, but it is not enough. Ignition now? I don't think Ignition would kill. Ignition, if it only hits for one explosion, is so underwhelming. It needs to hit for multiple explosions for it to truly be good. It's 3 dice of 16, but I think it would fail. Is it unrealistic to blink to exit? I think so, because let's say that I blink. I blink here, the Titan air strikes me and it's game over. So I think whatever I do, I have to not leave this spot with 13 HP. Charm the Shard Strike, I can't. It's 28% chance to succeed. And I am in Polar Vortex, so it would get hurt by it. Does Charm work with Vortex? Yes, exactly. But yeah, it's 28% chance to succeed. I have Mind Burst. It's 56%. But if I'm gonna bet on percentages, I would rather just go for Acid. 51% chance to hit, 89% chance to hit the Ice Fiend. Or I could also think about Ice Blast, which is guaranteed to hit, but it cannot hit the two of them. Tremor and hope it doesn't hit you. It would hit me and I would die. So we're not tremor stoning. You have resistance to electricity? You don't. So if I want something that will hit for sure, is Lightning Rod. But Lightning Rod will probably not deal enough damage to kill the Short Strike. And what happens is that it throws Icicle. I fail to block it, I fail to dodge it, and I get killed by Throw Icicle. Or I get hit by Bolt of Cold. Yeah, evasion is just a placebo number. You cannot rely on that number, and I don't like it because of that. It's really neat seeing you reason through all of your options. It's what you have to do when you get to this kind of situation. And if you want to maximize your chances of surviving, at least. If you don't do that, if you just choose something randomly, you're gonna end up dying. This thought process maximizes your chances of surviving. You can still survive if you don't do this, but I choose to do this because I don't like to lose, right? You have summoning, maybe there's a way to block shard. They would get annoyed and immediately become unsummoned because I have Polar Vortex. So I think I have to just go for maybe Ice Blast. It would be so much better if I had something that would 100% hit the Shard Strike. And that is Ignition. So maybe I will have to go for Ignition. Yeah, it's resistant to cold. It's very resistant to cold actually, but the physical part of Ice Blast, that's what I was betting on. And also I have Polar Vortex, so maybe the combination of those two things could get rid of the Short Strike, but I would still have to get rid of the Ice Fiend. Yeah, Ignition is probably what I have to go for. Let's just do that, and let's see what happens. You kill the Ice Fiend. The Shard Strike is almost dead. Didn't kill me. We have the Titan in line of sight somehow because it was over there 2 turns ago. Not much that we can do about it. Yeah, we're not dead. Let's go. Maybe Ignition again. Ignition again, I think, kills the Short Strike. At least we don't have to worry about the Ice Fiend anymore. Uh, this Titan gets hit by double Ignition and the Polar Vortex, so maybe I do have a chance. Um, okay, there we go. We got rid of the Titan. Now, I don't know if this is also a Titan. Um, or if it's like, it's gonna be a Wendigo. And that will just paralyze me again because evasion is a placebo and I will die like that, I think. Um, Regardless, maybe blink to this spot and read fog because I no longer have the tornado, so I can read fog to give myself like 4 to 5 turns, and then on mummy form, revivification. That's probably what I should do. Yeah. This is the entrance, so it's empty. So I'm gonna do that. Blink Fog Revivification. Okay, we are alive. Blink Fog on Mummy form. Revivification. This is the second cast of Revivification this playthrough. We go to... Oh, I have not enough magic to cast this spell. That's funny. In that case, let's drink a potion of mana. And might as well drink Brilliance as well. Now, you don't have anything ranged, so I'm not too scared of you. Now, Revivification moment. Let's see how that goes. Okay, I lost 13 HP. The HP loss from Revivification is like so heavy. Yeah, it's expensive, but you know what would be more expensive? Having to go or losing this character would be more expensive than losing 13 maximum HP. At this point, I would say that I no longer have Octopode HP. It's more like Spriggan HP now. 24, almost 25 fighting and below 200 HP. It really does feel like Spriggan HP. Let's see how low it goes or how low it gets. Wow, I lost 13 maximum HP with 64% power. How much HP do you lose if you cast that with Sif Muna Exegenesis? I bet you lose like 20 maximum HP or something ridiculous like that. But anyway, we live to fight another day. Do you fly? You don't fly. You are a stone creature, so I think Shatter just like straight up kills you. Sure. What's my shatter button? It is R for shatter. Aha. And I also happen to kill 4 things off screen because shatter hurts in a large area around you, even if you cannot see it. Yeah, that was pretty rough, but fortunately we managed to survive. I think I could maybe drink Ambrosia here to regain my mana, because I don't want to be using more potions of magic, and I do want to get some more mana. So Ambrosia, here we go. Just wait a couple of turns for that guy to get over here. Wendigo, okay. You are mean, and you do not fly, so I can kill you rather easily. But first I need to cancel the Ambrosia. I was very well played. You called me death. I also called me death. I was pretty sure that I was gonna die, and I did get lucky because the short strike could have hit me, the Titan could have air struck me, But fortunately, none of those things happened, and because none of those things happened, I was able to survive. Um, Ice Shaper, I'm dead. I guess so. Um, well, that's how it is, you know? It's the kind of thing, or the thought process that you have to go to maximize the chances of you surviving in that kind of messed up situation. And funnily enough, that kind of situation is kind of every turn in Rift Wizard when you get to the later parts. Rift Wizard is just like playing a Ziggurat. If you want to play Ziggurats, but you don't want to or can't reliably go through the process of building a character that can do a Ziggurat, consider buying and playing Rift Wizard. And even if you don't want to do that, still consider buying and playing Rift Wizard because it's amazing. Do you think charging in is a good idea for SIG levels? If you mean what I have been doing so far, which is like storm forming and then blink bolting into the middle, it is a good idea for most levels. For this kind of level, it's definitely not, because in this level, I should have been in mummy form the moment that I realized that it was a Cocytus level, to not get double tormented. And the double torment is what started all this nasty situation. Yeah, maybe I should haste right now. So we're gonna haste. We're gonna probably get rid of this guy. You don't have that much armor class. I could. Oh, do you mean if you mean just like sneaking past? I don't think you can sneak past a whole cigarette. I have never tried, but it's also like the pinnacle of a playstyle that I don't like in Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, which is stealth and hoping and relying on the RNG to save me. I feel like stealth is solely that, just like hoping that you don't aware that you don't like aggravate the monsters, and then yeah, that's why this character hasn't trained any stealth at all. All the stealth that I have is the stealth that I started the game with. Blink Bolt seems like a trap. Yes, I probably should not Blink Bolt from now on. I didn't Blink Bolt when I went in here. I have to notate that. Hmm. Okay. I'm wondering why Ashensar is not giving me scrying. It was doing so before. Okay. Oh, two Ice Fiends. Okay. Mummy form time. Mm-hmm. Aha. Mummy for or ignition again. Yeah, so many Ice Fiends. This level is only Ice Fiends, Short Strikes, Nargun, Blizzard Demons, and Wendigo. It seems like that. And those are like such nasty monsters. And they are normal monsters in Hot Hells. Um, so yeah, Hot Hells are so much harder nowadays. This is just like a preview of a normal Hot Hells level, in case you were wondering. Um, Cocytus is this plus stat loss? Oh yeah, it's this plus a stat loss. Hat OP? I hope that I have a hat. I really want to find my Octopode Barding. Oh, look at that, a Ring of Cold Resistance with Force Link. That is an upgrade over a ring that I currently have. So let's get rid of this Ring of Willpower. And let's also destroy the Ring of Cold Resistance that I'm currently using. Goodbye. Hello, Ring of Force Laying and Cold Resistance. Not bad. How do we not have a hat? I have no idea, but we are still looking for an Octopode Barding for my good old Octopode hat. Can't find anything matching that. We have 9 runes, and we have found 0 hats. I did Vault 5, I did Slime, I did Elf. We have not found any hats. I've used 2 Scrolls of Acquirement, and the very first Scroll of Acquirement that we found in the game offered me this amazing ring that I was not gonna say no to as an Octopode, and a hat. And that's the only hat that I have seen in the entirety of the game. That was pretty funny. The rest of the loot is trash, but we live to fight another day. Got Cerebov sword, but can't get a hat. Yes, I wish I could wear a hat, or I wish I could just bundle up some of the many or at least one of the many cloaks that I have found in this game, and just wear it as a hat, because I have found some very nice cloaks on this game so far. You have won the game as a Sensari with no hat before. Sub to Okawaru for free hats. Dave Wormbane to my head. Yes, like just molded in the shape of a hat. You know how those little hat thingies that sometimes you see on movies where it's like an arrow going through your head that people wear for Halloween in movies? That with Wormbane. Please let me do that. I want to do that so badly. Let me drop these stones. I don't need them. And let us continue. We still have 7 levels to go. Oh, not again! Dude, this is getting pretty ridiculous. I don't want to have to do that again. That was pretty bad. Oh man, the tension. Yeah, this time we're gonna mummy form immediately. We are going to first haste, then resistance. Do I care? It would give me 3 pips of cold resistance in mummy form. Maybe it is not such a terrible idea. Lamau Blink Bolt. Blink Bolt Ignition probably kills everything. You'll just die. Yeah, if I had unlimited blinking like I do in Rift Wizard, I would mummy form, blink into the middle of the level, and just ignition, and I would quite probably not die. But since I don't have unlimited blinking, I cannot blink into the middle of the level to ignition. So we're gonna have to do it the slow way. And I'm thinking attraction actually, so I can ignition and get like high value ignition. Um, yeah, I have 10 brilliant, so let's drink that. Let's. Ooh, I see an ice fiend. That's not good. I think I'm running low on time to drink buffs. At least I'm hasted. Attack short strikes with 3 armor class. Are you sure? Not in Octopode form, but I was thinking of drinking attraction, mummy form, ignition. But it's not looking like it's gonna be a possibility. So we're just gonna mummy form right now. Yeah, I don't want to get tormented. Huh? 3 ice fiends, 4 ice fiends, Azure jelly. Sure. Ouch. Yeah, those guys hurt so much. These Wendigo, with a Serac fall, violently collapses a nearby simulacrum into a large mass of ice which explodes on impact. The ice affects even cold resistance creatures somewhat due to the strong impact and cutting edges. So it is Ice Blast, but it's 3 dice of 43 Ice Blast compared to my rather pitiful. Where is it? Here it is. 3 dice of 17. So yeah, it's like deals more than twice the amount of damage than mine does. The wonders of ignition. I'm very glad that I did end up picking it up. Thank you so much for being so insistent with the ignition when I didn't see it the first time around, because I think it saved me to have ignition. Okay, 42 damage. Yeah, that Serac fall is so nasty. Fortunately, they cannot spam it. If they could spam it, it would be awful. Also, something that I have never understood is why in Hot Hells, Hellions generating all the hot in all the hells. Like, I think they shouldn't generate in Cocytus, and I know for sure that it wasn't the case before. They didn't generate in Cocytus before, but now they do. I think we are probably almost done, if not just straight up done with the level now. Yeah, there we go. It is very nice when you don't get paralyzed. Oh, there it is. I needed that ring, so we are gonna destroy. We're gonna destroy probably the ring of fire resistance. I have a ring of fire resistance, normal fire resistance, or yeah, I was thinking of getting rid of a ring of willpower, but all my rings of willpower have bonuses. Maybe I could get rid of this ring of willpower. This one that has willpower. Oh, but it has 2 slaying. Yeah. I only just got it, right? Oh no, never mind. I got it on the dungeon. Oh, 2 slaying. I had completely forgotten about the fact that that ring had 2 slaying. But I guess that explains how my Stormform was so good. Not really. Stormform is just amazing. 2 slaying or 0 slaying. Just auto-explode into 3 orcs and a priest as a D3 Tengu. At least you can outrun them, but you will die if you get smitten twice. I can guarantee that. So yeah, I'm gonna destroy one of my rings of fire resistance then. This one. Goodbye. And we are gonna put on this much better ring of fire resistance. How many, Mike, if you're still here, how many rings of protection do you normally wear with your octopodes? I am asking out of sheer curiosity. You thought they changed Tengu to be fast sooner? Was that experience level 5? I have no idea. I don't play Tengu really. They are really also a playstyle that I do not enjoy. They're like Deep Elf, but less good than Deep Elf. Somehow they're less good than Deep Elf. We lacking evasion a bit though. Yeah, I know. I have 53 evasion and I still get hit whenever it counts. Or more like whenever it counts, the situation immediately becomes like a super scary situation. 3 shrinks plus hat, but if you have statue form, then armor class rings are less needed. I do just get statue form, but I will most likely not be using it too much. Oh, this is an easy level. Yeah, finally an easy level after 2 Cocytus levels in a row. So we do this, and then we do this, and then we do this. No, maybe we do this instead of doing that. Yeah, because that kills the Naga, the Salamander Tyrants. There we go, and then we do this, and then we do this, and then we do Manifold Assault, and then everything is dead. As easy as that. So yeah, that's the difference between an easy ziggurat level and a hard ziggurat level. Oh man. Let me get rid of this and this and that. We're almost done with this ziggurat. Before going into Hells, I just felt like doing it, and we still have yet to find a hat. No hats. Hats don't exist. Your spellcasters don't statue form. Oh, Draconians, okay. Draconians are kind of dangerous, not gonna lie, but they're still not as dangerous as to make me not want to do this. Statue form is a really a 3-rune easy win, especially if you're manifold. Yes, I agree with that. But as far as taking advantage of manifold, I enjoy so much Dragon Form Manifold because it's relatively cheap and it's so ridiculously powerful. Like you don't even need unarmed combat for that to be ridiculously strong. You can try to get Dragon Form first and then try to get Manifold Assault, and once you have those, you can start using those. And turn off everything but unarmed combat. So whatever you end up killing with that will contribute towards your unarmed combat. That's my ideal skilling when it comes to having a character that can take advantage of Dragon Form Manifold Assault. Stormform doesn't quite work that way, however, because for Stormform you really need spell power. 8 evasion. I don't think I care too much. We have already established that evasion is a placebo. I would be more interested in using a ring of protection, ring of the tortoise if we find it. Okay, storm form. Let's hope that we don't get another Cocytus level. Air elemental. That could be paralysis, could be elves. It is a very strange lightning level. It is definitely a lightning level. You know, I think these guys can also paralyze me for a turn, like the Wendigo can. I really wish that Stormform was immune to that. It really should be immune to that. Okay, that was pretty funny. Did I get paralyzed for 1 turn? Okay, I don't think it says there. But yeah, that was pretty funny. How I just got shot by 20 monsters the same turn. So we're gonna pull our Vortex. And this time I think I did get paralyzed. Whatever. Maybe it's just like too many spammy monsters. Ignition. Walk towards. Ouch. Oh, I did get paralyzed this time. And I know that I got paralyzed because, or maybe I didn't actually. I thought that I had gotten paralyzed, and what had happened was that the Titan had hit me. But what happened is that I just got smitten too many times by too many monsters. All these guys have airstrike after all. Okay, there we go. Don't kill me. Playing a level 24 Cinder Acolyte right now in another window. Power Vortex irradiate freezing cloud. So far, so good. You even have a hat. That's amazing. I wish I had a hat. Hats are kinda comfy. 33 damage. Oh, but it's all airstrike. Yeah, if I get rid of the one monster that can strike me with the air, we should be fine. Okay, that got scary because monsters were airstriking me, and airstrike ignores my 60 evasion. So when it comes to those monsters, it definitely is a placebo number. But yeah, that still got unnecessarily dangerous. I am kind of okay with losing a reasonable amount of HP from casting Revivification because I have Dragon Form. I don't have it memorized, but I could always switch to Dragon Form. Mike, if you're still here. You're still here. Do you know if Dragon Form melts your rings, or do you keep all of them? If you keep all of them, it's crazy. If you keep all of them, it's gonna be so good as a backup plan for my character if my HP drops too low. Um, 8 rings on every form except Pig. Amazing. OP superiority. Yes, OP is like so. It's like the best species that you can go if you want to be casting funny form spells. So 25. Oh, shouldn't have gone for that. I like Stormform better because Stormform gives me the ability to melee and immunity to electricity. Oh, never mind. I already have resistance to electricity. Yeah, it doesn't give immunity to electricity. I wish it did, but it doesn't. Trading a cloak for 6 rings is pretty sweet. Oh, Merfolk. Yeah, this is easy. Apart from the Merfolk that just the Javelineers. Okay. Well, I got Water Stroke, but I'm okay with that. Ignition, that kills almost everything. Ignition again, that killed almost everything again. One last time, Ignition. And for the survivors, I can kill them in melee. I guess I can Manifold Assault them. There we go. As easy as that. The difference between a dangerous level and a level that's not really dangerous. Willpower, resistance to corrosion, 9 mana. I do want. Oh, never mind. I don't think. Oh, no. Wait. I will most likely get rid of one of these willpower rings. Because I do need the resistance to corrosion because it comes from my weapon. So if I go into storm form, I don't think I have that. Yes, I don't. So I need this ring. What ring do I get rid of, however? Maybe the Ring of Wizardry with 3 strength and slaying, like this one. D4, because we did get 2 acquirements, and the 2 acquirements had good rings for me. So I ended up acquiring both rings, and that's how we got this far into the game. But that ring has definitely outlived its usefulness. Maybe I could curse something. Like this. You will probably get a hat if you find another requirement. Maybe. I've already found well, I found one other requirement and it didn't have a hat somehow. It did have a book with my name, but unfortunately the book didn't have spells that I wanted, so I ended up acquiring gold from that scroll. So shatter the chains. Let's get rid of this ring. Goodbye. It feels kind of dirty to get rid of 2 slaying, but I think it's fine because it gives me resistance to corrosion, which I didn't have. And I like having resistances to everything because I feel like it minimizes the possibility of you just randomly exploding. For example, while while doing SOT, I got hit for acid in the situations where I came close to dying. So that's because I didn't have the resistance to corrosion in Stormform, and now I do. Um, okay, before leaving here, let's take a look at the loot. That tower shield is kind of appealing. I could use that. But the thing is that it just gets melted. Yeah. Oh, I have 3 potions of experience. I guess we can drink them. Or maybe I should just carry them. Like, they don't really do a lot. I should probably turn off Necromancy, turn on... thinking maybe Air Magic, so we can get Tornado. Or rather, not Tornado, but Chain Lightning. After all, I did get a manual. I already have the spell. It would be too much of an investment, however. I don't think I want to do it, actually. Let's just train more dodging. And non-armed combat and fighting. Whatever title I get, I get. Let's go to SIG 26. We're almost done with the cigarette. I was not gonna do the entirety of it, but it just ended up happening. If there was a point where I could have abandoned the cigarette was after the first Cocytus floor. Yeah. But I ended up not doing so after I survived. Like I thought to myself that if I managed to survive that kind of thing, I could survive pretty much anything. So here we are. I got a bad mutation. It's not so terrible because I don't think I care too much. If I really need like Omega emergency healing, I would be using Revivification instead of potions to heal myself. These potions of experience are kind of taking up inventory space, so I'm just gonna drink them. Okay. I want that, or that drink interests me somewhat because it has resistance to negative, which I do not have. Oh, I do. Never mind. Oh no, it comes from the whip. So if I cast Stormform, I don't have it anymore. So maybe I would be interested in using that ring. Okay, final level of a cigarette, 27. Let's see how it goes. War Gargoyle, that's already not a good start. One of the closest moments where I came to dying in this game was from opening a door and getting hit for 72 by a War Gargoyle. But that was before I had Stormform. This looks like a Bolts level, so it's not so terrible. Thinking of Blink Bolting, maybe, and then Dispel on Death on the Insane Leech, and then just using level or spells that hit the entirety of the screen. Okay. The Insane Leech is dispelled but doesn't die, almost destroyed. Maybe Polar Vortex will kill, and it does. Okay, looking pretty good. Not looking so good, actually. Yeah. What's your oh, you can no longer paralyze me, so I don't have to live in fear of getting hit by that 1% paralyze anymore because I have ridiculous cartoonish amounts of willpower that I haven't gotten rid of because all my rings of willpower also happen to give me like 6 dexterity or something, and I do care about that 6 dexterity. It increases my unarmed combat damage as far as I am aware. I think unarmed combat scales with dexterity or strength. Ignition. Okay, 27 unarmed combat title. Grandmaster. I like that title. It's not a common title. Okay, I feel like every turn I get hit by something here. And I feel like it shouldn't happen. Apart from just getting hit by fireballs and things. Today you learned you can get a Phantom from Jireth Dark Bargain with 0 invocations. I got a Phantom as well in my Jireth playthrough. Yeah, Jireth was rather underwhelming at low invocations. It is pretty lame because Jireth used to be good regardless of your invocations level, and it only got better with high invocations, but now I would say that the Dread rework is overall like a huge nerf to Dread, which was amazing. Like a way to win a game that you really wanted to win. Hmm. I want that Scroll of Fear. A figurine of a Ziggurat. Okay, I guess I will win the game with that in my inventory as a trophy. Um, what do I drop? Maybe. Oh yeah, that Ring of Resist Corrosion. Why was that thing there? Yeah, complete Ziggurat. There we go. It wasn't even that difficult. Oh, that's a beast amulet. It's the best of both worlds. It has regen and mana regen, and it also has resistance to negative. That amulet is amazing. Drop emulation, I could definitely do that. I'm gonna destroy my current amulet to use that amulet because that amulet is way better. Way better. I can't believe it. I was wearing plain regen, and this amulet is plain regen, but so much more. It does reduce my cold resistance, but I think the resistance to negative is like a pretty valuable thing to have. So the time has come for me to try that. Let's cast Storm Form and then cast Mummy Form. Let's see what happens. It doesn't destroy the. Okay, okay. It doesn't. Oh, okay, that's funny. Yeah, you see how the message. Oh, never mind. It didn't repeat. It's just that I unmelded two things. But yeah, it gives you the prompt of are you sure you want to destroy your weapon with a Shensari? And it doesn't destroy the weapon, even if you press yes. So that's pretty interesting. Regardless, it's time for me to destroy the weapon. Goodbye, weapon. You were useful. So we're in Bane time. Yeah, I should definitely bug report that. Fortunately, Mummy Form prevents me from getting malmutated from contamination. So here we are at the end of a Ziggurat. And now we can go into Hot Hells. It's funny that the two levels that were truly dangerous, or I guess the level that was truly dangerous, was just a normal Hot Hells level. um, yeah, Cocytus is by far the worst because it is that. It's straight up what I fought, what almost killed me, it's that. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to that. But we can definitely go into the vestibule of hell. Maybe cast Stormform. You wonder if Potion of Mutation can destroy my helmet as a Shensari if you get Horns 3. No idea. That would be awful. If it can happen, that would be lame. Let's try to go for hell, as I mentioned. I haven't done the Abyss yet, but I guess we can do the vestibule and then we can do Abyss. So Stormform. Good. Hello, Herion. Spoilers. Goodbye, Herion. Okay. 5 hits. Well, it's actually 7 hits, but one of them did no damage. But yeah, Herion is like the easy Hell Panlord. Like really the one that threatens you the least. In fact, in a normal 3-rune game, you could kind of reliably do the vestibule of hell for a teeny tiny bit of extra experience. Um, it is kind of dangerous now that it seems to place Hot Hell's monsters in the vestibule, like these guys. These guys are no joke. I know that they have appeared to be trivial against my character, but they have a ton of HP, they're immune to fire, and they hit hard. Bites for 15 for Sticky Flame, Claws for 40 to deal 36 extra fire damage, and Claws for 30 to remove fire resistance. That's a lot of damage, a lot of actions per turn. Not a trivial monster. Yeah, you see that? Claws me for 39. And I have 2 pips of fire resistance, and it still hit me for 39. You can wear a hat. Yeah, that's why I didn't like point it out because Mike only plays Octopodes pretty much. So so yeah, for practical purposes, you only lose the helmet slot at level 3 of the mutation if you're an Octopode. Okay, Blink Bolt here, get rid of that. The rest of the vestibule should be really easy. In fact, the entirety of the vestibule should be really easy. It doesn't seem that we got Murray. For that I'm grateful because Murray can turn the vestibule into a rather dangerous place with the torment. By the way, you may not know what I'm talking about when I say Murray. Murray the demonic talking skull, a demonic skull rolling around the ground. It has a 1 in 3 chance to generate here, in the vestibule of hell, and it only generates in the vestibule, nowhere else. Size of distortion. Okay, would have been funny if I had got him banished. Okay, easy peasy. You know, this is very reminiscent of bolts in console. With all the metal and the metally monsters. I was even expecting to see some bolts cards here, but I guess hell is not their workplace. Hat falls off into inventory if it's not cursed, but this weird error made me think it might be special for cursed Ashensari items. Yeah, who knows? But there was no reason for me to even worry about losing the item because there was nothing that would have made me destroy the item by casting Mummy Form. I have had it happen in the past that I cast Mummy Form and it destroys a holy cursed item that I had. But not this time around. This time I was not using a holy weapon and it still prompted me if I wanted to break it. So yeah. Maybe. Oh, I know what happened. I actually think I know what happened and why that is happening. Because maybe it is related to the fact that when I did it, when I switched into mommy form, it destroyed my weapon when it was a holy weapon, like all those games ago. And then I mentioned that, and a fix was implemented. But now what it does is that it prompts you if your weapon is melded, maybe. Maybe it sees the weapon as a holy weapon or something. I have no idea. I don't know how the code works, to be completely honest. I have zero idea about programming, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was something along those lines. Oh, I thought that this thing was gonna wear off on its own. It's a creeping inferno that got summoned by the Stoker that I killed over fire. I assume that it cast it and it placed it placed it far away from me for some reason. No idea. Okay, I should be able to just do something against you. What should I do? I guess reach. Test if that creep it moves in line of sight. I don't think it was moving. Yeah, I don't think it was moving because it did spend a couple of turns in my line of sight and it was not moving at all. Okay, these guys are a joke. And now the time has come for me to do Hot Hells. Yeah, I don't normally do cigarettes, but I just decided to go the long distance with that one. And fortunately, not only I got enough experience for not only I got enough experience for 27 unarmed combat and to be able to cast Shatter, I also found Shatter, and it only cost me 13 maximum HP and a bunch of consumables. So Hot Hells. The easiest one has to be Jenna nowadays. It used to be that I like to start with Tartarus, but Tartarus feels kinda bad nowadays. Jenna does prevent you from blinking because your scrolls appear blurry in the acrid smoke. Yeah, I like how it was reflavored. When I first did it, it said like something along the lines of the smoke is so thick that you cannot read your scrolls, and people very quickly pointed out that that made no sense because I had a full line of sight, right? So how come you have a full line of sight but you don't have the ability to read your scrolls that are next to your face? So obviously that got changed. And you may not know, in case you play 0.27, this is the new version of Hells. This is Hot Hells. The levels are much smaller. The levels have one downstairs, one set of downstairs, and the levels are reworked into having many extremely dangerous monsters. And as you can see, the health effects still remain. I have 3 strength. And as always, as it has always been the case, Hell doesn't really have any loot outside of bolts, so you really should not even worry about trying to find funny loot here. Okay, I guess we're gonna pull our vortex. Fly over lava while losing my buoyancy? I'm not losing my buoyancy, I have Stormform, but I'm still gonna play it safe. Use that strength? Yeah, 3 strength pretty much immediately. A fire giant falls into the lava. The fire giant drowns. Nice. Okay, there's a downstairs. Fortunately, Ashensari makes it like less painful for me to do these plays because Ashensari does show me the stairs pretty much as soon as I find them. They happen to be next to this Brimstone Fiend. So I can A, try to kill this Fiend, or B, run for the stairs. Considering that there's 2 Fiends, and there's 2 Fiends and a Tormentor. Yeah, that's a very nasty combination of monsters. So I'm just gonna mummy form instead. Okay, I'm okay with all of that. Let's go downstairs. And there we go. I can probably afford to on-mummy form and storm form because these guys are like a joke compared to tormentors and monsters that can apply firestorm or not firestorm, like damnation to you. Yeah. Anything that doesn't have that is not really something that I'm too scared of. Hey, look at that! This bolt has fire starter. That's pretty funny. Red Dragon, you can farm the lands now. Oh, let's give that a try, I guess. I miscast the storm form, so I cast the storm form by accident. I guess we're gonna cast mummy form. Red dragon. Ah, yeah, there was a red dragon or something. I thought that this was a red dragon. Maybe I am too sleepy to continue playing this, but I'm gonna go for the entirety of Jenna, and I guess I'll complete this character tomorrow. I was gonna make it into a 3-rune character, but it kind of impromptu turned into a 15-rune character. Like, I really was not planning to do it, but here we are. Do you fly? Oh, you do. You do not fly, actually. Oh, surprising. In that case, we're gonna shatter because you don't fly, and it doesn't kill. It's some of the creeping inferno. Oh, it is. No, it's not moving. No, okay, that's so weird. Why? I don't understand why these creeping infernos don't move. I think they should move towards you. But yeah, it seems reluctant to move while being observed. Either it's like incredibly slow or it just doesn't move. Yeah, it says that it is fast, but it doesn't move. That's so weird. Very strange monster implementation, in my opinion. If that monster should definitely move. I still am. I'm like constantly impressed by how easy Jenna is compared to the other hells. Okay, we have a fiend over there. I'm not a fan of that fiend, especially not with this low amount of HP. I cannot blink. We have to keep that in mind. I guess I could haste. This is my last one. I'm not going to use it like that. 16 damage smite. So high damage smite. Maybe mummy form here. Maybe mummy form. Yeah. Okay. And now that we are in mummy form and therefore we don't have to fear torment, we are just gonna spam refrigeration because we cannot drink potions in mummy form regardless. Okay. You're now empty tentacled. So tentacles drain is so good. It's probably even better than stone tentacles. Mummy form doesn't give you any extra damage like Storm form and Dragon form do, but it does give you Drain melee, and I still have 27 on armed combat regardless, so it is extremely good damage. Um, Creeping Inferno seems to have the same movement as Lurking Horrors. Oh, I should not walk towards that. Yeah, it is not moving. It is not moving. Why do Stokers exist like that? I feel like I should comment on it. And I will most likely do so in the Roguelikes Discord before this releases into before this turns into a stable version, which should happen around maybe late January, early February. Maybe if it goes for long enough, it would be March. Ah, yeah. Okay. I forgot about it, but Hot Hells does give you temporary mutations now instead of giving you cartoonish amounts of contamination. Okay, that Creeping Inferno is moving. Yeah, this time that is moving. That's funny. Um, Funny that it's moving. They used to move just like horrors, not sure what happened. Maybe the ones that are summoned by the Stokers don't move. But this one is not summoned, that it is definitely moving. So I better get rid of it before it reaches me. Okay. Ooh, Hellion. Uh, okay. Oh no, I don't want to have anything to do with that Creeping Inferno. Let's Blink Bolt away from it. Yeah, Blink Bolt can be a very useful escape tool, but you need to use it in a very specific way for it to be like an escape tool. Wow. I failed to one-shot that Hellion with refrigeration. As much as I like refrigeration, the damage is way too low. And like I don't have low power on it, I think. We have refrigeration 58%. Actually, it's lower than I thought it was going to be, considering that I have 37 intelligence. But I guess I don't have any enhancers. It's weird. I would not be surprised if I did have an enhancer after all. Oh no, I have it, but I'm not using it. Here it is, the Ring of Ice. My piety could be better. Oh yeah. In fact, I can curse something now. Beguiling and companions. What is beguiling? Conjuration, hexes, and translocations. I think I'm gonna hold on to it. What I really want is elements. Introspection and companions. I think I'm okay with introspections actually. So let's curse mid-combat. I guess we can curse the amulet. It makes me weak to cold, and that is probably going to be an issue in Cocytus, but I can mummy form to give myself cold resistance to compensate for that. And yeah, like that amulet is so beast. It is regen and mana regen. That's like two extremely rare properties to have together. You can only get those from a Randart amulet. A Randart amulet of regen with or of mana regen with the regen property. It's like the only way to get that. Okay, lose some evasion or some dexterity. I don't think I care too much. It's not like I am at risk of stat death from losing dexterity or intelligence, but losing intelligence would be annoying. Okay, we get rid of the fiend. Oh, that's very nice. The stairs are pretty much right around the corner. Okay, irradiate, refrigeration. Manifold. How did I take so much damage? Oh, I guess I have been repeatedly taking damage. Yeah, I'm okay with that. As long as there's no Tormentors or Hellions or anything like that, we're fine. And final level of Jenna. Okay. So normally I would read a scroll to immediately identify the bolt, but Jenna prevents you from doing that. You cannot see clearly. The smoke and ash is too thick. Very nice. At least we got very friendly stairs. Yeah, it could have been way worse. Let me cast Stormform again. Oh, I'm not. Not ready to blink bolt? Sure. Wait a second. I don't have to go all the way around because I have shatter. I just have to be next to this wall and shatter. Oh, that's not what I wanted. It's this one. Oh, I failed to break it. I failed to break it again. Okay, there we go. Brimstone Fiend. Ring of Evasion. And that's why I like to have Shatter for doing extended, by the way, because it lets you go into the vault in a way that is not intended, and that you can really only achieve if you have Shatter, and therefore makes the whole experience way less painful. I mean, extended is already painful enough. Mm, if you want to do extended, my recommendation is for you to just do it if you feel like your character is ridiculously powerful, like what I just did pretty much. If I didn't feel like my character was this insane, I would have just taken the win. Get a regen item before doing kills. Get a regen item just in general is my suggestion. You can count on Shatter to cheese bolts. I think that's a small use. So maybe I should preemptively haste. That's my last haste. That's painful. Haste resistance. My last resistance too. Brilliance, because I'm gonna be using some mana here. Now we're gonna be pressing the shatter button. And again, there we go. Do we have the rune in line of sight? At the very least, I know that's Asmodeus, I think, because it shouted like that. Ah, the rune is right here. So it is definitely Asmodeus over there. I can choose not to fight Asmodeus, actually. Very interesting thing. Mm, I'm already all buffed up. Maybe I will fight Asmodeus. Okay, two fiends. Okay, they haven't tormented or damnated me. Oh, there it is. Okay, it was only a matter of time. Okay. So I did get hurt pretty bad by the torment, but fortunately because I got some some resistance to negative, I didn't take so much damage. Do Panlords still chase you if you evade them? They do. Panlords do. Hellords don't. Um, I think it would be okay if Hellords appeared in the Orb run, but the Panlords definitely do. They even chase you through different hells. Okay, we're gonna just like punch Asmodeus pretty hard. Mm. Okay, ooh, that's so lucky. Asmodeus has Fire Summon, which can summon. It says Demons of Flame and Damnation, very obscure. It can summon Balrog. Um, how are they called? Hellions. Balrog, Hellions, and Brimstone Fiends. And I think that's all that it can summon. So all three of those, well, not actually all three of those. The Balrogs are the thing that you actually want to see. Because from all three of those are the ones that deal the least damage to you. They do have Smite, and Smite can very easily pile up into being really painful. But it doesn't compare to getting tormented or just getting pummeled by damnation frequently. Mm. So I got a pretty lucky roll there. Why am I even worrying about the loot? I should just get out. Yeah, I'm just gonna get out. Alrighty. So we killed Asmodeus. We pretty much skipped the entirety of the bolt. And I even get to blink bolt outside of the lava. Very convenient. I'm gonna have to fight a elephant. You know, these used to be very rare. I'm very glad that now they're more common in Hell. And yeah, we still have looking for an Octopode barding with this character, better known as a hat. But they don't appear to exist for me. And that was Jenna, and as dangerous as that looked, that was the easiest one. The ones that I have yet to do are way worse, even if I can blink in them. And I couldn't blink in Jana because the minus a scroll also means minus a scroll of blinking. So yeah, not good at all. But I will complete this tomorrow. I'm kind of exhausted. After that cigarette and the extremely close call, I feel like I need a break, and I will finish this tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow is Wednesday, and I didn't really stream on Wednesdays before, but the streamer that I watch on Wednesdays and the weekends has been kind of lackluster these last couple of streams. So why not stream on Wednesdays myself? Um, I have all rooms except four. I need to get the ones of the rest of the hells and theoretically the one on Tomb. But I don't think I'm gonna get the one on Tomb. Um, Extended OP wasn't expecting that, and you came right when stream ends. You need to get here earlier. I've been streaming for almost 4 hours now. So yeah. Regardless, thank you for stopping by, even if it's only to say hello. Curse my weapon if I can. Yeah, I will just wait for a curse to be offered to me. It will probably improve my skills somewhat. Not that I really need my skills to be so heavily improved at this point in the game, to be completely fair. Look at those success rates. The only thing that I have a chance to miscast is really Polar Vortex, but it's okay because I only have to cast that once during a fight. Oh, it gives you +1 vision range. Yeah, sure. Anyway, before I end, if you are not following, you should consider following. Of course, I appreciate it if you do. If you are already following, you should consider subscribing. You don't have to, but it would definitely help me if you choose to do so. Um, let's see here. Where is it? Interact. Okay. Interact. Click on this. Oh, we have someone in the chat. Oh, Enrai. Enrai was here earlier, right? I think I saw Enrai here in the chat before. A couple of hours ago. Oh yeah, Enrai was here. Alright, alright. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow, as I mentioned, with more crawl. Let me just save here. And let's see if someone is playing crawl. Maybe someone is playing crawl. I would be very fortunate if it was the case. If not, I guess I know what I'm gonna be watching.